bleary seaside town of Briancliff was always quiet. Until one day, mysterious portals to the astral plane start to open up around town, letting nightmare monsters in. Now, an intrepid group of adventurers needs to traverse the astral plane in their dreams and close the portals before anything too dangerous gets through. This is Dungeons and Dreamquests. Okay. Hello, you wonderful nerds, and welcome to Dungeons and Dreamquests. I'm Jackie. I am the DM of this game. And we have a new player with us today. Dylan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Dylan. I use she and he pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Pistachio, the Archfey Warlock.
Okay. Next, Stevie.
Hey, I'm Stevie. They, them, or she, her. I am going to be playing Rizzie, my half-elf artificer.
I don't like the way you said that.
My,
I don't like the way you said that.
half-elf. Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, you know, she does her best.
Hey, she's adorable. She's adorable.
Okay. And then, last but not least, Eliza.
Hi, I'm Eliza. She, her, they, them, and I am playing Elindir, the Twilight Cleric.
And right now, Megan, who is playing our ranger, is currently dealing with something, and hopefully she will be able to make it in time. But if not, her character Meldov will still be napping, enjoying a very, very intense rest at the Residized Tavern.
It's hard being a crab mom. It's just...
She has a lot of crab babies to watch out for, so mad respect there. So, the heck happened last time? Where were we?
Well, I mean, a lot has been going on recently. We've got sort of an infestation of creatures coming from the Plane of Dreams. A couple of us, or at least as far as Rizzie and Ilindir know, we visited the Plane of Dreams, did some shopping, asked around about things that are going on there. Maybe parsing out some clues.
Something for socks that I can't remember now.
Oh yes, socks are currency in the Plane of Dreams.
The thing that you can't remember are memories. You sold your memories for socks.
That doesn't sound like me. I don't think I did that.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah. But yeah, in our dreams we visit this plane where we believe there might be some sort of connection to whatever is bedeviling this town. After dealing with some reactive measures as these portals were opening up in everybody's basements across the town, we visited with the mayor and the captain of the town guard and sort of discussed plans, as well as dealing with the infestation of, was it living teddy bears at the nearby factory?
Yes.
That's kind of, at least as far as my notes, that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah, we wandered outside, and then everyone had weird eyes and started taking a couple steps towards the ocean and having a panic. Jess, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, it's a little less good than you would like.
Yeah.
Weird Eye Yankovic.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
stretch.
while you are in the town square, you notice there's one figure that does not seem to be standing still with weird eyes walking towards the sea like the rest of them. Pistachio, do you care to introduce yourself or describe what you look like?
Sure, yeah. I, he definitely has weird eyes. I'm not gonna, not in the
Okay,
same
fair.
way, but yeah, he's got very stark gray hair and turquoisey eyes, and something looks really off about him on first glance. And when you look closer, you notice, like, you know how when people are like photoshopped or face tuned or whatever, their skin kind of looks like it's got no pores on it. He looks like that, but in real life. So just like slightly wrong. Um, but yeah, just a slightly wrong looking human person. um, who seems a little confused about what's going on. He was brought. He heard there was a festival here and was like, that's looks like an interesting commoner thing. I'll go experience that. And then weird things have started happening.
Yeah, strange stuff indeed. And you notice each other as everybody else in the town square that you can see is kind of locked in this strange trance. The guards, Killian included, are completely just mesmerized as their eyes are staticky and they take that step towards the sea.
Well,
Is it just me or is this getting worse? I feel like this is getting worse. I don't.
yeah, I think this is getting worse. You there? Are you pointing over in Pistachio's direction? Is anybody? Can anybody hear me? Like I'm gonna walk up to like the nearest guard and like wave my hand in front of their face, or like try to get in their way.
The
Yeah,
guard does not react.
Can I roll something to check them out and see if I can?
You certainly can. You can roll, yeah, this would be either medicine or arcana, your choice.
Okay.
Depending on what you want to glean from this situation.
I can try a medicine check, I think.
I'm not very good at Arcana, but I think he's interested in what magic is going on, so I'm gonna give it a roll. There we go.
So a 16. This seems to be possibly some sort of stunning spell, possibly some sort of dream spell. It's hard to tell.
Okay, so that is
Interesting.
My medicine, which is a 3, and then I'm proficient in wisdom, which is a 5, so that would bump me up by an 8 to a 16.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, you can also tell they seem to be in a state of hypnosis of some sort.
I pass that along, just...
Yeah. Yeah. Hypnotized in some way by some sort of unseen force. And then as you're kind of examining them, they snap back into it. And one of the guards, like, I'm assuming that at least one of you are a little too close for
right
comfort.
Up in its face.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was doing a close examination, so I'm
Yeah,
like,
she says-
my hair's
she
breath
says-
from touching this person's face.
Yeah,
just.
she says, "Whoa, what are you doing? Personal space, please."
You had something. I should have asked first. I'm sorry. That's.
I'm gonna need a deception check on that.
Absolutely. I will absolutely roll that for you. I only have a +1.
Okay, well, roll it. You were trying to kiss me, weren't you?
That would have been so inappropriate. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean,
I just.
Please, just.
Walking away. I'm so sorry.
I don't know you. It's very, very odd.
Yeah, no, that was.
She turns to the other guards and she says, "Don't know what I could arrest you for, but whatever it is, don't do that again."
Absolutely. Message received. I am so sorry. You have a lovely day. You're very pretty. I mean, I'm sorry, and I'm just.
She's rather elderly, a little kind of a little almost like a ruby tinged sun elf lady.
I'm double checking my sheet just to make sure I actually put down what I think I put down for my age before I comment. Yeah, I'm 134. That's not a deterrent.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, by elven standards, half
Yeah.
elf standards, she is still up there in age. So.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
But,
she looks like she's pretty buff for like a little grandma, but.
Don't start with me. Okay. I'm trying to walk away.
We don't have time to romance the Gilfguards right now. Come on.
Thank you.
I mean, we're already seeing this game turn into a bit of a dating simulator, so.
Hey, that's just Rizzie. This is just Rizzie.
Just Rizzie.
Pistachio will come tip-tapping over with his little cane. Will be like, so that was not part of the festival then? As you seem
I'm
confused.
too mortified to respond. I'm just...
No. Are you new in town? Wait, do I know you?
You do look familiar.
Never mind.
But no, I'm not from around here. I'm out exploring the world. Isn't that exciting?
Yes, I'm sure it is. We've got some problems here. Just
Oh dear.
a little bit of an infestation from another plane. I don't know if you've seen the flyers around town. Rizzie holds up one such flyer of a flumph with one red eye and one green eye.
Well, that doesn't seem good.
Well, you can just go ahead and have this copy. This is an original printing.
It's that and gazers, and there's something about alive teddy bears, and yeah.
I had quite an odd dream.
What about?
Oh, there were maggots and some sort of strange-looking eye.
I just look at Rizzie. Just
Another one. Yeah.
Oh. Some sort of shared experience.
Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing.
Well, how exciting.
Well, I mean, if you'd like to join us, we've probably got a little bit of work to do today to hopefully prepare ourselves for the next wave of invasions.
Well, yes, I would be delighted to experience the rough and tumble life of common folk. And he'll tap his cane on the ground.
no offense meant by this, sir, but are you sure you can handle yourself?
Oh, I've made it this far, haven't I?
Well, that depends on what you mean by this far.
Oh, well. I have powers on my side.
You really do remind me of... No, you couldn't be. Let's... Sorry, just some old memories back in my shell. Anyway, what was next on our list?
We were going to the factory to explore the roof to see if there's a door there, even though we know there's a door there, because we didn't want to let the guards know that we had already been up there.
Oh yeah. Rizzie's going through her notebook of all her drawings of the local Ravens master, and look, yes, let's go.
Do you have the starting of a sketch for the new baker?
Maybe something. Just but accidentally got my notebook smudged with like the frosting or whatever from that one particularly phallic piece of bread that we bought.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like
roll.
there's a little bit of like almost like a powdered sugar cornstarch mixture from the dried plums that have been used to make it a faint red color.
But would you like a plum, by the way? And Rizzie's handing it over to. I don't believe I've caught your name. To the.
Hello, I am Pistachio.
Oh. How's it been? Rizzie sort of looks a little bit frazzled, probably. I didn't recognize you. You look.
So you two do know each other.
Ah, you're the one I spent that day with the city. Sorry. You're the one I spent that afternoon in the city with. Oh, that was a great time.
Yeah, I mean, but we don't have to get into that right now. I'm just glad you're okay. I don't think there's any.
Yes.
There aren't any fountains that I've seen in this city to dance in. Just a heads up. But
it's too bad. Always looking for a good place to go for a swim.
I mean, there is the beach nearby, but with everything going on, I'm sorry.
Killian kind of looks at the two of you like, huh?
We're from the same hometown. We spent an afternoon out and about in the various locales
Shops.
of the city.
Yeah.
I mean, an afternoon and an evening and an early morning food truck.
I will say that there are some fountains, but most of the fountains in my Sha'in are made of lava, so not very swimmable, unless you like lava.
Yeah, we put on our boots of.
Hey, we don't elemental shame here, okay?
Yeah.
We put on our asbestos boots before we went into.
Unrelated to anything out of character, Coco has made an appearance, and it looks like she's going to be guesting on our show today, with her little face just sleeping because she's a lazy butt.
My kitty cat Germa stopped by already. It looks like she wants to again. She's on the windowsill. Hi, baby.
Yeah, so we may have a cat
You gonna
cameo
make the jump?
or two.
You gonna make the jump?
Show us the cat.
Boom! There she goes.
Woo! Yeah, kitty. Kitty.
She is so huge and so large.
Aren't you, baby girl?
I've seen bigger. Growing up, my cat, Fudgy, was like, gosh, I was so mean to her. I used to call her Fudgy the whale because she was huge. She was a hefty girl.
It's just that Puppy, our other cat, is tiny.
Yeah.
Germa looks
Coco,
really big
I joke that
comparatively.
Coco is built like a ferret, but her brother, Bean, from the same litter, I call him a high-protein bean because he is muscle. He is a muscle pupper. Anyway, distractions from pets aside. Yeah, Killian's kind of like looking at you, like, oh, we're from the same city. So he's like, oh, that explains it. I was like, I haven't seen you around all that much. I think I've seen your face in during the festivities last week, trying out some of the drinks. And
It was quite exciting.
yeah, now, DM question. How drunk did you get, or are you a lightweight? Would you have done anything that he would particularly remember?
Oh, Germa, stop chewing on my headphones, please. Thank you. I think he is well trained in maintaining a semblance of self-control, from like needing to be at official events and stuff being proper. But since he's out and about having fun, he maybe went a little too far.
Okay. Yeah, you were the only one who wasn't absolutely wasted. It was a little weird.
Oh, well, always best to keep your head about you.
I guess. I mean, we have insurance if you break anything. I wouldn't sweat it too much next time. Well,
Oh, that was good to know.
my name's Killian, by the way, and he puts out a hand. He's clearly of some sort of orcish descent, but probably a bit less than half.
Okay. Yeah, no. Pistachio happily shakes hands.
And you
Great pleasure. My name is Pistachio.
Interested name. Nice to meet you. And your book starts glowing faintly with a soft, cold wind blowing kind of into your armpit where you have, like, the book held. Feels a little frosty, and your armpit tickles slightly.
Great. Frosty armpits.
Yeah. Okay. So, are we going to check out the factory, or when are you supposed to go help clear out the tavern? Because I think that you mentioned that you two
That's
have an
right.
appointment to clear out the tavern later or something.
That's right. The order was we were going to go from here, do the tavern because that was the nearest time block we had to handle, and then go to the factory and deal with factory stuff.
Yeah. If pistachio. Sorry.
Tashi? Tashio?
Do you still go by Tashi? I don't. It's been a few years.
Oh, some of my friends called me as such.
Well, if you don't have any place to live, you could check out the tavern that we're staying at. I'm sure they have vacancies. Or
I have been staying at one of the taverns. The Siren Song, perhaps it is called?
Yep.
We
Quite.
visited this. Oh wait, the Siren. What's the out of character? What's the name of our tavern again?
You are at the Rested Eyes Tavern. Rizzie has gone very briefly into the Siren Song and was promptly overwhelmed by the noise and the lights.
There's so much to experience there.
It was a
it's
very
incredible.
different vibe, like a wildly different vibe.
That's a tavern. I'm surprised you haven't seen the drawings. The notifications I have of the town's infestation because I paid someone at that tavern to put them all around the place, but clearly they must not have.
What is Pistachio's
perhaps
passive
they were
perception?
My perception, I believe, is 11, but let me check.
Okay, so yeah.
It's 11.
Yeah, you were probably too distracted by your own thoughts or something, or by all the stuff going on in that tavern to notice whether
He's so
they're there or
excited by
not.
all the experience, all the sounds and sights and.
There's also a hot tiefling dancer bartender there, so
Ooh.
yeah. She may have distracted you. I don't know. I
Other
don't know
things
how
to look at.
Pistachio rolls, but she certainly can command an audience, at the very least. But yeah, very different vibe, very different crowd. And for being such a small town, ne'er the two crowds shall meet, it seems. Except here, in the town square.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can go over to the Rusted Eyes. I think it's about time for brunch, maybe. And we could.
Yeah, it's around noon-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be slow enough that he'll allow us into the basement.
I mean, yeah. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever are we doing in a basement?
We're dealing with the. Let me. If
Infestation.
yeah. Rizzie's gonna start filling Pistachio in on that there's these portals coming in, these one-way portals that are popping in basements and cellars all around town, and they seem to be sending a lot of creatures over. Some creatures like flumphs that should be friendly but are for whatever reason hostile.
Well, so far we know treants, flumphs, and gazers.
Oh
So-
my.
There's an episode name.
Yep. Yeah, there certainly is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that unless we come up with something better. That is what the episode will be called.
Hooray.
Yeah,
Um,
these are tree ants, like giant ants that live on trees, not like
Well, they
not
have
like
they have little trees growing out of their backs.
oh,
Pistachio, even though you're not the most attentive, you have noticed them. They are quite hard to miss.
yes, sounds like it.
yeah,
Um,
not to be confused with the other tree ants, because that would be a much bigger problem.
Indeed. Well, no time to waste then. If they're danger.
Are you sure you're up to this? Just wanted to make sure.
Yes, I took a jaunt to the Feywild and came out the other side stronger. I'm not the same person you met back in the city. Hence the whole, and he gestures to his new color palette.
There's a reference happening here, and I don't get it. We should go to the tavern.
Oh well, you see, I used to have quite darker hair. My newfound alliance with the Fae has quite changed me, but I think it suits.
Yeah, you notice that for somebody who appears to have such a younger face, his hair is pretty gray beyond his years.
So that's why you didn't call me back.
Ooh, tea.
Anywho, yeah, let's go to the tavern.
Bubble tea.
Jealous.
Yeah. I figured that, today just felt like a bubble tea kind of day.
It does. I'm trying to be good, but it does.
Yeah. I was good all week. I was like, I didn't waste money on delivery, so yes, I deserve the bubble tea. After the weird week I had. The full moon has been brutal to me. So I'm wearing all the moon stuff to be like, hey moon, please be my friend again, thank you. Moon Maiden, take the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into the tavern and you see on the door there's a sign that says closed after lunch, sorry, with a little frowny face. And you see that Larry is kind of leaning against the bar washing some dishes, and Trish is kind of using her telekinesis to dry them off with a little towel. Cleaning up after the lunch rush. And this tavern is completely empty except for the two of them. Something that you are not used to. It's a little wrong looking.
It is, but it's appropriate for what we're about to be doing, so I'm kind of glad it's empty.
Yeah. And Larry says, yeah, I shut the place down, hoping that you would remember to come in. I'm glad that you kept your end of the commitment.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's it's kind of, I guess, it's kind of our job now in this town. Oh, by the way, we have an acquaintance who will be joining us. Pistachio, do you know? The
Salutations! He'll walk over and offer his hand to be like, I'm Pistachio.
Oh, pleased to meet you. My name's Larry. I own the joint here. Don't think that we've met yet. And Trish...
I don't believe so.
Yeah, and Trish says, my name's Trish, but you can call me Althea Raven Darkfire. I'm trying to make that a thing.
Great, I'll call you whatever you wish to be called.
Good. And she just kind of, like, doesn't even look up as she's, like, focused on telekinetically drying the dishes and semi-succeeding-ish? Hard to say.
It's the thought that counts.
Well, shall we get to it?
Yeah, I'll go over and start moving our blockade off of the door so we can get down there.
Okay, so I will move the barrel over. And Trish kind of gives it a little bit of a push.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. And you see the door start to rattle as you push the barrel aside and start getting ready to unhook the locks on it.
Okay.
And
I
then,
prep with my shield on one arm before I lift that door up, just so I can...
So do each of you want to, beforehand, prep any sort of actions?
Yeah. Rizzie's gonna get her Eldritch Cannon going, as a, her Eldritch, ballista, her Eldritch gun.
Okay, so let me get you the fire asset. Are you gonna go fire route or something else?
I'm doing the ballista one, not the flamethrower.
Okay,
so,
got it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
most of the stuff in this tavern is made of stone. Just letting you know.
Oh, well, I mean...
The tables and the stools are made of wood, but the floor and the bar themselves are stone.
I don't want to... Setting the cellar on
You've
fire.
already gotten in so much trouble. In this
You've
building
already
for
burned
setting
down
this on
pretty
fire.
much the whole top floor at this point.
Yeah, it'll take some work. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna go gunch. I'm not gonna burn up all of the rice down there or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop up on the table in the attempt to get an angle down in there, and I'll ready a Eldritch Blast, I suppose.
Okay. So I'm going to need you all to roll initiative as Trish telekinetically pulls back the lock that is holding the flumphs back, and a swarm of them, an absolute, torrent of flumphs comes out. Let me colorize these for you. Red flumph, blue flumph, green flumph.
One flump, two flump, red flump, green.
Red flumph, blue flumph, flumph. Flumph is just such a weird word to say. Okay. Gotta roll for our little jelly boys.
Jelly boys. Ooh, excuse me.
I am running low on d20s. Oh, and I have to roll for Trish. Okay. So the purple die will be Trish, and she rolled a total of 3. So I have to say, figuring out initiative order is probably the most annoying part of things.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just pre-roll a bunch of initiative dice with different modifier bonuses, and then just put in the character sheet they have a +2, and just
Okay, Trish rolled a 3 because she was busy concentrating on getting that.
Sorry.
Okay, and then
I was gonna say, did we let the people who work here know we were gonna let the flumps out before we opened the door?
They did. Okay, one of the flumps rolled a nat 20, so it gets an extra 5 feet of movement. Or 10 feet of movement. Oh, we're doing if you get a nat 20 on initiative, you get an extra 10 feet of movement on your first turn.
Sick.
Yeah. Okay. And these are each representing a small swarm of flumps.
Oh, great. That's a feature I have. Whoops. Okay, next time. Remembered I have Vigilant Blessing, so I could have given advantage on the initiative roll. Whoops.
Ah. And then we have a 6. Okay. Okay, first up goes one of the big ol' messes. And I'm going to assume that Ilandir is the closest to the trapdoor with her shield up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this swarm is going to try and overwhelm you. So that is an 18 to hit.
18 is what you need.
Okay, so that is a glancing blow. So I'm going to say that you do not need to make the con save to avoid becoming grappled by the swarm. But you will still take some damage. Okay. and it is halved. So you take 5 points of psychic damage from their tentacles just kind of smacking you.
Mhm.
And it is now your turn, Illindir. What would you like to do?
Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the classic with the Warhammer for now. And I'd
Okay.
like to take out that red one in the center with it.
Okay, go for it.
No.
Oof. Okay, you go and you swing, but since it's like a big old swarm of them, they just kind of part like the sea, and you drop the hammer onto the ladder, and it makes a really loud noise. You don't have to like take an action to pick it up or anything, but it's just like very, very noisy, very
This is
playing,
why
much
most
loud.
Warhammer designs have that like wrist strap is for moments like this, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. Next up is Pistachio.
Yeehaw. Okay. What I'd like to do is, I would like to bane the 3 of them.
Ooh,
I think.
very nice. So that is a charisma save, I believe.
Indeed it is.
Okay.
And my DC is 13.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Nat 20, 14, but then one of them rolled a 5.
Yay.
So I will say that this guy here, the green one, is baned.
Okay, sweet.
So I'll give him a little skull marker. Yeah,
Fantastic.
and since these are swarms, they can kind of fit in, kind of in this little crescent-y area. They're kind of all mushed together, but I'm just using them, like the 3 different monsters, as just a way of keeping track of things.
Of course.
Okay, Riz. Oh, anything else you would like to do?
I think that is all that I have.
Yeah, because Bane is a full action.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of bonus action.
Yeah, I mean, you have Hex, but you can't do Hex and Bane at the same time.
Can't do 2
Okay.
things, yeah.
Yeah. Rizzie, busy Rizzie, you are up.
Well, let's see here. So one of them has had their punishment made more severe. The other 2, the orange one is the one currently bedeviling Illindir.
Yes, but the green one is. What does it look like when a creature is baned by your Fey power?
That's a good question.
You can think on that if you want.
I will. I'll think about it.
Okay.
Is it like Quickling saying like, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you." Does this bother you?
Okay, but yes, the red one is the one that is attacking Illindir.
Okie dokes. I think I might just have to take a shot ski at this fool. So do I have to throw at them? Yeah, I'll just do my regular old shot as a bonus action. At the green one.
Okay, you certainly can do that.
Or what do y'all think? Orange one, green one? Will it be 3?
If we try to focus the orange one, as long as they don't move, then we're protecting Trish a little bit.
Okay.
I think we should leave the green one to last because it doesn't attack
Yeah.
as well with Bane on it. So
Okay. I'll go ahead and shoot at
Sorry.
the
Althea,
orange one.
Raven, Darkness.
Dark Fire.
Dark Fire. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That is her chosen goth name.
17.
Okay, 17. That is a hit.
Okay. 14 damage.
Okay, very nice. And that's for orange.
Are they? They're still up, right?
Yeah, it's still up,
Okay.
but it's looking weaker. You've gotten several of the flumphs with just that one shot.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do a firebolt as well. So,
Okay.
22.
Okay. 22 hits.
Okay. So, 4 fire, so 18 damage altogether.
Okay. There it is. Finally found that dice box. Okay, 4 points of fire damage. Yeah, it's still up, but its numbers. You notice that there's a big old dip in the middle of this flumphs pile.
Rizzie turns to Althea, Raven Darkfire, and says, are you good, or do you want me to move out of the way so you can get out of them melee?
It's okay. I mean, it's not like I have anything that really hits a bunch of stuff at once, which would have been really helpful right now. And now it is time for old Green to go. And it's going to also attack Illandir, who is tanking this whole thing. And that is a natural 4. So I know that your AC is higher than whatever it would be if I added the modifier.
Don't forget
Especially...
Bane.
and Bane. Yeah, gotta roll for Bane. Yeah, I rolled a 4 on the Bane.
It's my favorite thing.
So it rolled a total of a nat 0.
Yeah.
Plus its modifiers, but whatever. So yeah. And then Althea, Raven Darkfire, is going to go. And she is going to step back, risking attack of opportunity from 2 of them. So she is making a calculated risk. That is... one of them hits, one of them misses. So she takes 5 and halved because it is psychic. So she takes 3. And then she's going to, from this new safer distance, she's going to Mind Sliver one of these. Oh, it has to make a save. She doesn't get attack rolls. And it makes the save. Okay, and that's her turn. Okay. It is now the red one's turn. Oh no, the blue one's turn. There's one target within tentacle range. So it's gonna lash out and try and overwhelm Illandir once again. I'm gonna use this guy. That is a 13 to hit. Damn. I'm rolling like shit today. Okay, Illandir, you're up as this mob of them tries to swarm you, but they're all kind of getting each other's way. And you hear, we hunger, we hunger, we hunger. I'm hungry, I'm hungry. You move, I'm hungry. And they're pretty much arguing over who gets first dibs on what to eat.
It's alarming how hungry these things are.
They were locked in a basement without access to anybody's thoughts, so...
yeah, okay, but the last group was hungry too. I'm not gonna take blame for this, okay?
Okay. Fine.
I'm not gonna feel bad for locking him in a basement after they assaulted everybody in the tavern the first time. But I will stick with the Warhammer, and we're just going to keep focusing down red for now.
Okay.
See if I can hit. I don't think that does it.
That is a miss.
Yeah. I'm tanky. I got this.
Yeah. Okay. And it is now time for the red one to try and strike you again. And that is a 14.
No.
This die is going in. This die never rolls well for me, which is a shame because it's really pretty. You are not Dice of the Day. I rescind my title. Okay, Pistachio, you're up.
Okay, I decided. Tiny paper bag for your dice. Just.
I am actually going to be buying a dice jail soon because I need one. Right now, I have a pudding jar of punishment, and it's like one of those little like fancy pudding jars. And I just put all the bad dice in there until to give them some time to rethink what they have done. You know what
I have a fillable Christmas ornament. There is no return from the fillable Christmas ornament. If you get relegated to the fillable Christmas ornament, that is your fate.
Oh, wow. That is permanent.
Yeah.
Wow, that's harsh. Okay, so Pistachio, it is your turn.
Okay, I decided Bane looks like sort of a wintry wind that like swirls around like limbs and head to try to like block sight or restrain. Sort of like a flurry, a snow flurry.
I like it. I like it.
And sort of the greeny color that is
Mm-hmm.
his thing. Okay. So I'm still concentrating on my Bane, so I will go ahead and shoot an Eldritch Blast at. Did we say we're focusing the orange one right now? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
At the orange one then. And I have Agonizing Blast, obviously.
Obviously.
16.
Okay, 16 hits.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh. So 12 points of force. Okay. There's only a few flumphs left in the middle as the others are starting to kind of scooch in and refill that same area. Actually, no, that's enough that you blast the last few flumphs from the center area that have swarmed out, and the other two just kind of start to fill in that gap. Boop. Very nice. Cool. Okay, Rizzie, you are up.
Rizzie glances over at Pistachio and is like, "That's new," and takes a shot at this goofball. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Gunch first. I'm guessing 10 doesn't.
10 is a miss.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I will do a firebolt. 17.
Hit.
Okay. So 7 fired.
Okay.
And maybe move a little bit. Maybe in front of Tasha, not to, or Trish, sorry, not to block her way, but just to maybe take the next hit rather than get a teenage girl moited in her own tavern.
Yeah, she's just a waitress. She didn't sign up for this.
No. Oh gosh, and that's my turn.
Okay, now it is Green's chance to go. Let's see if I actually hit something this time. And that is a 17. Against
with all the Bane
Illinger.
effects and everything.
Oh, duh, right. 15.
And then it's still an 18, so.
Yeah. So, yeah. It goes, but the little snow flurries kind of protect you, and you hold your shield up, and tentacles start to lash at you, and no dice. Okay.
This entire fight is me with a shield out in front of it.
Yeah, literally just you tanking shit. Okay. Althea Raven's going to shoot another Psychic Blast, and that is a natural 1 on the blue one's save. So it takes... that is, only 3 points. But it is Psychic Resistance, so it takes 2 points of damage, but it has disadvantage on its next saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hell
and
yeah.
It is Blue's turn again. And it's actually, it can go here and not get an attack of opportunity. And seeing that it hasn't had much time feeding off of Illinger, it's going to go for a slightly less armored target. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
I am
no.
sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use this die and this die because it has a little skull on it. Yeah. Wait, does this one have skull? No, that one has the eye. Okay. That is 6 plus 3, 9. 18 points of psychic damage. And I need you to make a con save. To see if...
And this is for Rizzie, right? So,
Yeah, for Rizzie.
okay.
Okay. You are now grappled by this thing's tentacles. As this crowd has started to overwhelm you.
Am I restrained as well? Just in case. I mean, I guess I'll have disadvantage anyway.
It's just grapple.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Ilandir. You see this. You see that the swarm of blue ones has started to completely overwhelm Rizzie.
Okay, is there something I can do specific to, like, wresting it away from Rizzie, or...
You can try and grapple it back, but I will say that since it is a swarm... Actually, I'm gonna say that you can't really grapple a swarm.
That's fair. I know that grapple's a strength check, and that's not something I'm gonna pass. So...
Yeah. So I'm going to say... Your best
Well,
bet?
I could cast, maybe, and hope that this helps. Just don't like casting in melee for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm gonna clear my hand so I can cast, and I'm gonna go with a level 1 sleep.
Oh, okay. So how many
Okay.
HP worth of creatures can you affect?
Let me double
I think it's
check. I'm reading.
5d8.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That does sound right.
Yeah.
So maybe purple first and then green.
Yeah.
Well, it goes in order of whoever has the
5d8.
least hit points.
Yeah.
So, yeah, green hasn't been hit. So.
Solid.
Okay. Okay, 27. Nice. So yeah, you are able to make these creatures fall asleep. Yeah, and it does start with the blue ones, and a few of the green ones also fall off. So Rizzie, these flumphs all just kind of collapse on you. But they are no longer actively restraining you or grappling you. You are now just kind of... I'll say that you're prone, but not grappled. Okay, Pistachio. 'Tis your turn. Unless Ilandir wants to do anything else.
No, I'm good with freeing Rizzie from that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna whip out another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
At the green one this time, so I don't wake up the ones that are underneath, or
Okay.
that are on top of on top of Rizzie.
Okay, that is a hit. Okay, 7 damage, not bad. Okay, anything else?
Nope, I'm still holding on to that.
That Bane. Yeah,
Thing,
so,
so I
so
can't
that
pass.
yeah, so that's burning your concentration. Okay.
It sure is.
Yep. Okay, so Rizzie, you are under a pile of napping flumphs. They're actually kind of cute.
Going to move back over here.
Okay.
Guessing I'm not taking an attack of opportunity because
No, they're napping.
they got a little feather that's going up and down. You know,
Aww.
as they honk shoe. Gonna go ahead and shoot old green guy here a couple of times.
Pew pew.
Yep. Gonna go with firebolt first.
Oh, very nice.
So they're still up, I'm guessing.
Yeah, is the 4 plus 6 the crit damage as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
What do we? I forget. Do we do something different on?
Oh, we do 1 die max and then roll for the second.
Okay. So if we want to.
Okay.
That'd be 14 then, I think, right? Or 16, sorry. 14
Okay.
or 16, however you want.
I'm gonna say that we're gonna take the first roll. Actually, no, the second roll, because the 4 should be the one that's the 10, so 16.
Okay, I'll fix the macro going forward
Yeah.
for crits.
Okay, so that significantly wore down the number of flumps. How does this look?
The firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of a little bit of I imagine almost like Cyclops, like just a laser that comes out of Rizzie's focus, to just pointing a laser pointer at their face. I shouldn't be doing that. We all got in trouble in junior high for doing it, but alas,
You'll burn your eyes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're bad, so they deserve it. That's how Rizzie justifies it. And then Rizzie takes a shot with her gun.
Okay.
14.
That is a glancing blow.
Hey, so it's just half damage, right?
Yep, so that deals 5. Yeah, this swarm is looking rough. There's only a few flumps left over the door that are awake and alive. The rest have sort of melted into this goopy, almost acidic jelly that smells terrible. It smells very, very sour. Almost like if you were snorting the Sour Patch Kids powder or something. Yeah. Is gross. And there's a faint smell of sulfur in there too. So it's like sour candy and eggs. Not a good combo. Okay.
Rizzie doesn't smell anything.
That's fair. Okay. It's Green's turn. You're never going to guess what it's going to do. It's going to try and attack Illandir.
I had to clear my hands to cast
so
a
your
spell.
AC is down to 16.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit. Actually rolled high.
With the bane?
I keep forgetting Bane. 1. Glancing blow. That fucking Bane. Okay. Still get to roll some dice, though. Almost max damage, but it's a glancing blow, so you take 5 points of damage, and you don't have to make the strength save.
Beautiful.
Okay. Trish's turn. That is a failure. So this thing takes... where's my D? Oh, here we go. Okay. It's still up, but barely. Okay. As another flump is plucked off, you see her hair fly back, and the kind of burst of psychic energy shoot at it and hits it square on. But the flumps don't seem as affected by it as most other creatures would be. Time for Nappy Boy. Uses its turn to nap. Illandir, you're up.
I'm going to grab my Warhammer and shield one more time since I'm not casting and go for another swing. This has not gone well for me, but at some point.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh!
Oof, ouch.
Okay, this time, there's so few flumps left here that you go and you try and swing and smack one, but it kind of hops onto the hammer and chomps at the little guard, and it says, "Your frustration is delicious."
It would be, but you're just too adorable.
Thank you. As its eyes are kind of pulsating and its tentacles are kind of gloopy.
Mm-hmm.
Pistachio.
I mean, it just nommed my hammer. I mean, that's cute. Yeah,
with its little teeth, like little fangs. Totally has a little cat mouth as it's doing it. Okay, Pistachio, it is your turn.
I go, heads up, Illandir, and I will shoot at the one on the hammer.
Okay. That is a miss. You're aiming for like one very specific target, and it's harder. It is harder. Okay. Anything else?
No, the Bane's the Bane's been working out. So
It has been. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It is the bane
very
of
much
my
appreciate it.
existence. But I've
Well,
gotten so many good hits in there.
I heard you needed a charisma caster, so here I am.
Chaster. Okay. Rizzie, it is your turn, having pretty much obliterated the previous flumphs. There's still a few hanging out there. You see one of them nomming.
Yeah, I will take a shot at old Greenie here.
Okay.
Start with the firebolt. 23.
Yeah, I'd say that hits.
Okay. 3 damage.
That is enough that you kill this thing. You get the remaining few with just one big pew.
Okay. Y'all, should we... the Poiple one...
Okay.
I mean, should we... Maybe Ilandir take the first crack? Because that way we can all wail on him at once.
Okay, so you're going to hold your actual action?
Well, yeah, I used my action, so I'm just not going to use my bonus action to
Okay,
dash this time.
that
But
is fine.
I'll get in melee. Because I figure we're all going to surround them like an office space, like the printer copier out in the middle of the field, and just wail on them with
Okay.
baseball bats.
I'm assuming that you relay this to the rest of the party?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna Ilandir, Pistachio. Maybe we should all.
I mean, I wish we had a way to take them in alive, but I don't have any way to hold it. So
I mean, we could put them in the bag of holding, but I think that might cause more trouble than it's worth.
Pistachio flips his cane over and pulls a knife out of the bottom of it.
Of course, it's a sword cane. And as you're saying this, and the flumph is napping, you hear kind of like this sloshing sound coming up from below. As it looks almost like a giant flumph that has a mushroom cap-shaped body, and instead of floating, it just kind of flops, and it is big. It's probably about 4 feet from tentacle to top, and it has the same eye stalks, but it has 4 of them. All of them kind of just shifting the colors in order. Gonna put this guy on the initiative. I'm gonna call it Flumphzilla. Oh, I rolled shit. Okay.
I should clarify the rest of the cane is the arcane focus. It has stuff carved into it.
Yeah. Okay. So you see this. What do you do?
My turn is already ended, right?
Yeah. And
Is it?
and Trish repositioned herself.
Okay.
And the little flumph takes a nap. Flumphzilla took the dash action. Ilandir, you are up. You see this thing just start flopping up the stairs.
You know, I was gonna hold on to this till later, but I don't like the look of this thing. I'm going to activate my Twilight Sanctuary. Start getting some temp HP in here, because I got a feeling I'm not gonna like what they do to me.
Okay.
Probably not.
And what is the radius of that?
Double checking for you right now. 30-foot radius. It is now
Nice.
filled with dim light, and I am granting temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus my cleric level.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah. So as I am level 3, it's 1d6 plus 3. And that would be at the start or end of turns. Let me double check. Ends its turn in the sphere I grant it.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
and it's not concentration. I love it.
Totally not OP. I love it though. It's
not
very
at all.
fun.
It's fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna reach for that, and I believe that'll take my turn to get up. So I'll just roll what I get for now.
Okay.
on this screen. I can't tell if I accidentally typed an I or a 1, but okay. Cool. Boom.
Nice. So you all gain 7 temp HP?
No, it's I gain this one, and then they will roll at the end of their turn.
Okay, got it. Okay. Pistachio, you are up.
Okay, well, he quickly jams the knife back into the bottom of the cane, so he can start casting again. And I guess I kind of want to save my hex to figure out what kind of things it, because I get to curse one of the abilities, so I might save that. And just Eldritch Blast for now.
Okay.
So I can do the most good with my hex.
Okay. A 15 is just enough to hit, so that is a glancing blow. Oh,
Oops, I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
nice. 15 points of damage. Or 13 points of damage, rather. Not bad for one hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Rizzie, your turn.
Okay. With this new thing, I'm gonna... Sorry, Ilandir. Gonna move back a little bit, because I'm at 1/3 of my HP.
Position where you need to. I'm where I need to be. So...
Yeah, I mean, I might start chomping on this creature, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start with a firebolt.
Okay.
15, that's a hit, right?
That is a glancing blow.
Okay, so that's what, 4?
4 points.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take another gunch. No, I'm not.
Yeah. You do, but it's not very effective.
Well, change of plans, everyone. We're gonna deal with whatever this is, I guess, first. And that's my turn.
Okay. It is now Flumphzilla's turn. And it is going to multi-attack with 2 of its big ol' floppy tendrils. Oop, that's cocked. That is 1 miss, and then this one is a 14. So that's 2 misses. As it flops 2 big ol' hits at Ilandir, your shield is up. You are ready for this. You were born ready. Okay.
In my element, just batting back tentacles. Like, you will not drag me into a hentai.
Okay, and the creature fails its save, so it takes 2 points of psychic damage. But it has a minus 1d4 on its next saving throw from Trish's Psychic Blast. Okay, time for the nap. The nap flumph. It uses its action to sleep. Ilandir, you are up.
Okay, I want to keep my shield up. Oh, let me check one thing before I dedicate to another round of just keeping my shield up.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing what I'm doing, which is missing with my melees and being a target.
Sometimes that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, who needs damage? I don't need damage. I don't know her. I slash in the right direction, so this will actually fire.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
10.
I don't know her.
At this point, the floor around this trapdoor is all sorts of dinged and dented. It's stone, which really says a lot. But, I mean,
Your part is I wouldn't even do much damage if I hit.
Yeah.
So...
But it's like some of the stone has started to chip off along the edges of the trapdoor and crumble into the basement. Because you are missing a lot. Okay. Pistachio.
Okay. Well, I didn't figure out what I should curse, but I'm going to hex anyway.
Yeah.
Just so I can do that extra damage.
I mean, yeah, strength or wisdom.
Yeah, I was thinking strength. Okay, cool.
Because
So
remember, hex is only for ability checks, not saves.
Yeah.
If we had a rogue, it'd be a lot different because you can just always hex, just always give them disadvantage on perception checks. You know, jump out at them behind a barrel, behind a newspaper. You know.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I will hex it with. I'll hex its strength.
Okay.
And so creepy little skeleton hands come out of the floor and like grab onto whatever they can reach.
Ooh, very
Spectral
cool.
skeletal hands.
Okay.
And I will shoot it again.
Okay. That is a hit. Roll for damage.
So I get an extra d6. So there's my regular damage, and there's my extra necrotic. Oh, I have a macro for hex. Never mind. I'll use that next time.
Yeah, if it's the.
Okay. It's looking a little beat up.
Cool. That's me.
Okay. Rizzie, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. I will go ahead and another firebolt on this fool. 24.
Yeah,
Guessing that hits.
that is a hit.
Oh wow, 1 damage.
Oh no!
You hit it square on, but it's your little arcane focus is like starting to fade a little bit, and you just have to shake it, and it starts glowing all magic-y again.
Yeah. Well. And wow. Nope. Misfire. Have to go over to the range officer and show that my magical gunch is cleared, and take out the magical magazine, and follow all the rules of the 4 rules of magic firearm safety.
Yes.
Very important.
So, it is Flumpzilla's turn. It is going to walk over, interact with the sleepy Flumphs and awaken it. And then it's going to multi-attack once on Illandir and once on Rizzie. Oh my god, I think this die is weighted wrong. It's another fucking crit from this guy. You are dice of the day. And the one that goes to attack Rizzie, that is a 14 to hit. Okay. So, I'm gonna roll all the dice. Oof. Okay. So that is 3 plus 10. Illandir, you take 13 points of damage. And
Minus 7, so that's going to be 6 straight damage. Oof.
And on your next, for the foreseeable future, actually, you have to subtract 1d4 from all attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
As your mind gets all sorts of cloudy and foggy.
Okay.
A memory has been yoinked from your head. Okay. Trish's turn. Makes the save. Okay. It is now the awakened Flumph's turn, and they are pissed off. Breakfast time. Breakfast. As they are going to go and attack Illandir. And that is a 17. Oh.
You need an 18.
Oh, 17 plus 4.
Oof.
Yeah. So you take... Okay. So you only take 6 points of damage, but I do need you to make a con save.
is going to be 2. Okay. Double checking my sheet that I'm getting that modifier right, because I looked away. Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure. So you are now snagged by its tentacles as these are just completely starting to overwhelm you, and just like you're mobbed by flumphs of
Elindir
various
looks like she's in a really bad place right now. One
Oof.
stray hit and she's going down.
Oof. Okay. Okay, Ilandir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, let me see. Okay, so I'm snagged by this one, right? Which should limit my options, I imagine.
You are grappled, so let me pull up the definition of grappled.
Much appreciated.
I always forget grappled versus restrained. Okay, your speed becomes 0,
Mm.
and you can't benefit from any bonus to your speed.
Okay, that's it. It's just speed related.
Yeah. Like, you can still cast spells if you were to drop
Okay,
your
cool.
shield.
Well, that depends entirely on if it has a movement component. I have a verbal component spell only that I was looking at.
Okay. In that case, go for it.
Yeah, but that's a bonus action, so I should be able to...
So you're going to healing word yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's a good spell.
Okay. It's a good spell. Would I still be able to take my attack action and then bonus action healing word, just to make sure I've got this right?
Yep, you certainly
Okay.
can.
Well, I'm going to continue to pretend I'm a threat.
Okay. That is a... Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, against that one.
What? No, I don't hit. What?
You are pissed off. These things are in your face. You got like a face full of stinky, plump buttholes. And you're like, yeah. And you smack them, and you manage to get a pretty solid hit in. I mean, you're not the strongest, but for you, it was a pretty good hit.
Yeah, I mean, okay. And then for healing word, it's healing equal to 1d4 plus my spellcasting mod, which is a 5. So
yeah,
that could help. So I get to boost myself up by 6.
Okay. And then you can re-roll for your Twilight Sanctuary if you wish.
You're right. I would love to, please.
Okay. Certainly.
Okay, and then it's plus 3. And I get it a little bit. Okay. Get my feet under me.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Pistachio, you're watching this. What do you do?
I feel like I should keep attacking the big one because I have my hex on it.
Okay.
Despite
Do
the
what
fact
you
that I
need
want to help.
Up to you.
I can move hex, but only after it's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and Pistachio is not observant. He's a dumbass, so.
Yeah.
They're like, big thing, shoot.
Wouldn't hold it against you if you hit the big thing.
Well, I missed anyway, so.
Yeah, that is very much a miss.
And I'm gonna step over here a little bit further away from it.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely take a little bit more space. Rizzie,
Yes.
you are up, and this thing is up in your face.
Okay, gonna move around it. Let's see here. I don't... probably shouldn't Thunder Wave, because then I'm gonna knock down the cleric.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and it might destroy the tavern. I think Thunder Wave specifically could cause a lot of problems. So I think I will try and chomp maybe. How's the Poiple one looking?
That crowd of flumphs is looking like it's reduced by about half of its max numbers.
Okay.
Half of them have since fallen.
Well, I'll take a Chomperuski at that one.
Okay.
Think.
They are both within distance. That is a miss for your Chormp.
And then I will go ahead and take a shot with my gunch. Let's see here.
Again at purple?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
12 doesn't hit, does it?
Yeah. Wait, why are you rolling with disadvantage? Oh, because it's ranged. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a miss, unfortunately. Just barely. You think that you're about to hit it, but one of the flumphs just kind of bobs out of the way.
Yeah. And this whole time I've been forgetting that it pushes creatures 5 feet back every time they get hit, so we could have been pushing them back in the cellar. Oh well, next time.
Okay. I am not going to use the dice of the day because this one only rolls crits. I'm going to have to balance check this one later. But yeah, it's time for ye old multi-attack. That is a natural 1 against Illindir, so it goes to smack at you, but instead it crushes the barrel, and now there is ale everywhere. So let me make a little bit of difficult terrain for you.
Yeah, maybe don't fireball that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a 5-foot radius around that. Okay. And then the other one is 11 plus 5, 16 to hit Rizzie.
Yep, that just hits.
Okay. Is that a glancing blow or is that... Okay. Okay, so you take a total of 4 points of psychic damage. Okay. Trish's turn. Passes its save. Sleepy flumphs are gonna go. Seeing that they've had a better reaction to attacking Rizzie, it's going to attack her. And that is a miss. Illindir, it is your turn once again. What would you like to do?
Okay, I would like to... I'm gonna focus on this blue swarm. It's my best shot of hitting right now, so...
That is a glancing blow.
Oh, hey. Okay.
Yeah, you can
okay.
actually hit things. Big if true.
Oof.
Okay, another 4 points. Not bad. And anything with your bonus?
I don't want to keep spending spell slots. It's so hard for me to get them back.
Yeah.
You know, I will. If I get hit by that big one, it might be a problem. So I'll spend one more. That puts me down, so I have 1 first level spell slot remaining now.
Okay. And with the new rules in Tasha's, you are able to, during downtime, once per day, get one of your cleric spells back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you spend a channel divinity to get like a level 1 slot, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's very helpful. I've been using it in my Friday game where I'm playing cleric, and it has been a game changer.
Yeah,
and paladins, I think, get it.
Yeah, I think paladins might too.
Yeah, it's like a level later for them.
So that'll get me up to a 14 for my health. And I may risk it in re-rolling my. Let me double check. It's 1d6 plus 3. Yeah, the odds are in my favor if I re-roll my temporary hit points. Yeah, and that boosted that by 2. So.
Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay. Pistachio, you see that the larger flump is looking pretty rough. Not pretty rough, but it's looking rough. And then the other swarm of flumps is reduced by its original size by about half.
Okay. Wheel. I'm gonna keep shooting the big boy, I think.
Yeah.
Pow. There we go.
Yep. Okay, roll your damage. That's a hit.
And hex.
Okay, 10 points total. Yeah, now it's looking pretty rough. It's looking pretty beat up. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your bonus or movement?
I don't think so. I'm good where I am.
Okie dokie. Rizzie, it is up. You are up, or it is your turn.
Okay. Big boy is looking bad, right?
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough.
Looking rougher than Eiffel 65 over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have that album on CD somewhere that I got for like $2 at a thrift shop. It's not very good.
Yeah, I'm sure they've re-released it like 180 gram picture disc vinyl or something.
Yeah.
Reach out in the comments and Twitch if it's impossible to do like 180 gram and picture disc vinyl. But I'm sure there's vinyl nerds out there that know that. But
I just have
go
it on
ahead.
a CD that I was able to play in my old shitty car.
Yes, yeah, I've switched back to CDs. Like it just
Yeah. Because it was
For
either
whatever
that or like the cassette adapter that made it sound like you were playing through like, I don't know, an actual pillow. So it was not good. Yeah. Okay, so
gosh.
Rizzie, it is your turn. This guy is looking rough. What do you
gonna
do?
chorp. Gonna chorp
Ooh, that's just a miss.
him. Okay. Gonna gunch him with disadvantage. Let's see
Yep.
here.
That is also a
and-
miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to spit in whatever I can discern as his face.
It does have a face. It just has too many eyes and a mouth that goes around more than halfway, you can see.
Yeah, I'll just spit like a glob of like ink in his face to
Okay.
taunt him.
Yeah, that is a free action.
Yeah, just maybe to get him to focus. Their
Yeah.
full. Their
Yeah,
full.
would you like to make an intimidation check?
I'm not good at that, but sure.
Okay.
Oh, that should just be a 10.
Okay, yeah, you are not very intimidating to this thing, especially since this is like a kind of probably the world's cutest Eldritch. But it opens up its mouth and it flips almost all the way up. Like, it hinges way too much for comfort. As it is going to try and take a chomp at you because you tried to chomp at it.
Okay.
Nice. Max Healy's. Okay, and that is one chomp that hits. So, I need you to make a wisdom save. Wow, snake eyes on damage. Okay. You take 2 points of psychic damage and you feel like it's trying to tug at some of your thoughts and nope. Those are my memories, you piece of shit.
Mine like a steel trap.
Yeah. Okay. Trish is going to try to keep wearing this thing down. Okay, passes its save. She's not being very effective. I'm gonna swap the die for an identical die. Because I like the psychic dice for her. They have a little psychic eye on the 20. They're very cute.
Not gonna let her the high crit die.
Huh. I'll let her have the high. Actually, no, because I'm using it for saving throws for the creatures, so we don't want crits. And this die keeps rolling just a bit high. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair
It
enough.
is time for this flumph to go. And it's going to try and attack Illandir. You look weak, and it has been pretty successful in attacking you. And that is a... Okay, so that's a 17 plus 4. So yeah, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 plus 3, 5 points of damage.
You do
And-
not get through the temporary hit points.
Okay, nice. Okay, and it does not have, since it's below half health, it is weakened for trying to escape the grapple, just letting you know.
Mhm.
As many of the flumps that are overwhelming you are now just gooey, motionless jelly bodies.
I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm where I want to be.
Okay. Well then, what would you like to do?
I'm going to straight swing at these again. Yeah.
Nice. Dirty
Ooh,
20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, wow. You did good for damage too. Yeah, this pile of flumps is significantly depleted. It is looking like shit.
Fantastic.
There's just a few of these left.
I'm going to refresh my temporary hit points
'Tis wise.
and pass on my turn.
Okay, Pistachio.
All right, here we go.
Both of these flumps or groups of flumps look pretty shit.
Bit shit in it.
Yep.
16.
Whichever you're aiming at, it hits.
Oh, the big boy.
Okay. Right, because he's hexed.
8.
8. Okay. Okay, it's still up, just barely. You can see that it's like dripping this like iridescent, opalescent goo instead of blood. And it's saying, I must feed. I will feed. And it sounds really weak. It's kind of sad.
Not on me and mine, you won't. And he taps his cane on the table.
I love that. Okay, Rizzie, you are face to face with a dying flumpzilla.
Okay, gonna take another chomp. Let me check one thing with my chomp because...
Yeah, and if you want, you can spend an inspiration to give yourself advantage.
Well, let me... while I'm missing more than half of my hit points, I have advantage on this attack.
Okay. Well then.
I forgot about that, so let me roll one more
Be
time.
nice, be nice.
Blackjack.
Yeah, you hit, yeah.
Okay, 5 piercing.
Okay.
Brings me up. I'm gonna use one of my chomps. It's not a book, but it will do.
Okay.
Just...
And
Oh, sorry.
and how does this go? How do you want to do this?
Rizzie probably, does like sort of furtive glance around everybody, and in her head she's just imagining it like a pile of parchment, just full of delicious, secret lore, like maybe she broke into some academic's personal quarters and some work that they're doing, like maybe they're about to publish something, they're about to finish their thesis, and all of this juicy research she is going to gobble up. And,
Okay.
Probably like a little bit Ellie, let the right one in, sort of chomp its neck, and it just probably spurts goo or whatever everywhere.
Oh yeah, it is gnarly. There's sparkly goo, slime just everywhere. It tastes acrid in your mouth.
And
But
Rizzie just sort of looks around with her face covered in goo.
yeah.
Well, it isn't that a turn of good fortune? And then she's going to fire at the other one.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
15.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Well,
15.
fuck. How does this go?
Probably she's not even looking. She's just like firing point blank at it, like kind of with her offhand, and it's just like in Pulp Fiction when, when like John Travolta's looking. The gun goes off by accident. She probably isn't even. It's just force of habit, and it just splatters all over. Hopefully, Illander has her shield up.
Yeah.
It's turned into like a Sam Peckinpah film. Like it's just early Tarantino in here now.
Yeah, it is early Tarantino, but blue and sparkly, and probably smells worse somehow. But yeah, you are now out of combat.
Yay.
You have managed to obliterate the flumphs that had been piling up over the past day and a half.
Well, that was more than I was expecting. How is everyone?
That was thrilling.
Trish
And
says,
he'll jump down off the table.
Trish says, better than dealing with customers.
Mood.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, felt that in my soul.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Illander?
I'm here.
I think Pistachio is like bouncing on the balls of his feet because he's really excited. They're having such a great time.
Oh, I could use a moment before we move to another area. Oh,
yeah, we could probably
maybe offer a hand cleaning up here a little.
Yeah, Trish said, you see her telekinetically pull a broom over and start sweeping or mopping up the goo mixed with ale. And Larry says, this is a mess I'd rather clean up rather than the flumphs. Thank you all. Lunch is on me.
Much appreciated.
It's the least I could do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine. I already ate, but
he kind of chuckles as he looks at the blue goo on your face and on your clothes.
I don't.
Was it good?
I mean, I don't really taste that much. I don't. It was just force. It was all up close, and my magic isn't good up close, so I just.
So you panic bit it? Because that looked really effective, and I'm a little concerned.
I mean, look, it's just adrenaline does weird things to the body sometimes.
It does. That's true.
I think Pistachio reaches in their pocket and pulls out their handkerchief and hands it to Rizzie. You have something on your face.
Oh, thank you. Would you be okay with helping Illander and I out a little bit? Maybe take a couple hours like cleaning and maybe resting, getting some energy back. If you wouldn't mind, I would be happy to catch up in my room. Trish,
Of course.
Would it be okay to grab a chair or a stool? I'll bring it back before the dinner time rush.
Sure. I mean, it's not like we're gonna use it. It's not like we can have customers with the tavern looking like this.
Well,
I'd love to keep tagging along with you if everything's this exciting. And he's like gesturing wildly with the cane.
It's been a very eventful 2 days or so.
Yeah, things have been a little bit wild lately. Yeah, and just I mean, be nice to catch up.
Of course.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm Rizzie's down to help out. Maybe, because it's like noonish, right?
It's about 2 o'clock.
Okay. So still got some daylight. Maybe we'd take an hour cleaning around here, and then maybe an hour just resting to get, to do our short resting stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Pistachio wants whatever the least dirty job is.
Okay. That would probably be, making sure that I have all the audio channels set. Okay. Hello again. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dreamquests. I'm Jackie, and I am the DM. And it is time for Dice of the Day. I was gonna do a totally different die, but this little asshole decided that he wanted to be Dice of the Day. So this is the infamous 20 from the die, and again, the camera is not doing it justice, but it's very glittery with like this chunky foiled glitter inside. These are from MDG Metallic Dice Games, and these are called Framed Void. I got them at my local game shop.
I kind of like the printing style on those. They
Yeah,
look a
they're
little
very
digital, little.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, they're very different from what I usually go for, but
Mhm.
yeah, I had a lot of fun picking these out, and
Mhm.
it apparently is having a lot of fun almost killing you guys. Okay, so you have finished your short rest, cleaned up the tavern significantly. What would you like to do now?
Well, I know we do have that rendezvous over at the factory to keep in mind.
And don't forget to roll hit dice. I already rolled mine.
I did. It's not in the thing, but I did.
Okay, cool.
And I get my spells back.
Yeah, warlocks.
Spoiled.
It is pretty nice,
Well, I only get 2 slots to begin with, so.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No class is perfect. But warlocks come pretty damn close.
I mean, you mean even now I still have one more slot than you? Okay, I can live with this.
yeah. Oh, and did you do the recovery thing?
No. I
Okay.
am opting to keep the channel divinity from this rest because Twilight Sanctuary is too good.
Fair. Yeah, on a knowledge cleric, the channel divinities are not quite as powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I mean, combine that like dip into artificer, and you can have proficiency in any tool and also create any tool.
so in my Friday game, I'm playing a knowledge cleric, and we have a conjuration wizard who can make any tool just appear.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a dummy broken combo, but on its own, it's not like.
I mean,
as-
you
it
want
is-
to talk class synergy? Barbarian and monk together is just.
Yes.
I love them.
Yeah. One thing though with the knowledge cleric, like if you with that expertise, if you just roll better on every arcana check, like better than the wizard, just as a power move, that can be fun. I did that with I think Storm King's Thunder, where every time I would roll better than the evoker would on any arcana or history check.
Yeah, I love doing that with the wizard in my party. Just like it's pretty much just the 2 nerds in the party, seeing who's
know
the
it all.
nerdiest. Yeah,
Yeah, nerd PvP, you know.
yeah. Okay, so you all are resting in your rooms. You're treated to a free lunch. What do you do?
Rizzie is probably going to take Pistachio aside.
Okay.
Probably in her room, maybe. Where right now you can see like scorch marks on the floor. There's no bed. There is dangling from the ceiling, kind of like a sleeping bag on a hook, and all of her personal effects sort of stacked in a corner of the room, in one stool.
Interesting, interesting way you've organized your things in here.
Well, yeah, that's this isn't our first rodeo with those pests, and there was a bed here, but there.
Oh, that's all right. I no longer sleep, so it is not a problem for me. I have that aspect of the moon thing
Ah,
as one of
okay.
my evocations. So
I don't know if you remember any of the stuff that we might have talked about on our date. I mean, I don't know if you considered it a date. I mean, but
I'm attempting to recall. I'm sorry. People tell me lots of things. They don't always stick in the brain.
Oh, no worries then. I just, Rizzie's walking along the wall, sort of absent-mindedly, like up the wall.
Just
to get
pacing
something.
up and down.
Yeah.
I apologize for any offense.
Oh, no worries. One thing I just wanted, I don't know if you know about this. I think we can go grab one from Wizard Al. Have you met Wizard Al yet?
I don't believe so.
He owns is it the Bed Bath and Beyond in town?
Yes.
Rizzie's getting her sleeping mask thingy. You might want one of these for when you go to sleep. It's
Well, should I make myself sleep then?
No, not right now. I mean, for later. I just wanted to grab one. We might want to swing by Wizard Owl so I can grab another. But
what does
whatever
it do?
It helps. Let's just say it helps you lucid dream. So the nightmares that you were talking about, we've all been experiencing it. In case you couldn't tell from Ilandir's reaction, but we think that when we go to sleep, we're connecting to this other plane, which might be the same place that these monsters are coming from. They seem to be connected in some way. So we're trying to sort of chart a course through there during our sleepy times. This all sounds a little out there, I know, but you seem like you're a little more adventurous than I remember. So I think you can probably.
Well, I never liked being locked up in that stuffy environment, and spending time with going out and seeing the city, and seeing the parts of the city I'd never been privy to. It inspired me to go out and see something else. So I found some assistance, hence and he gestures at his hands. And out here I've been.
I mean, I'm happy for you. One thing I do want to ask about, and Rizzie sort of clenches her fist. Were you when you went on your travels? Did you go north to the Frostlands of Beret or Byret?
I don't believe so.
And have you ever been in contact with? And Rizzie has like a little, like she opens up her locket and shows this picture of this, like a moon elf woman who's like middle-aged. I don't know if I told you about my half-sister Koska, but I just.
Oh, I do recall something about that now you mention. But I don't. And he leans in to peer at it, and he's like, doesn't look familiar though. Perhaps we can head there next once we've cleaned up things here.
How about not? As she closes the lock, I just wanted to make sure because I'm just a little paranoid. I just wanted to make sure that this was just a coincidence. That if there I don't think there's anything. How do I say this? I'm happy to see you. I guess I'm glad you're here.
It's lovely to reconnect with you as well.
Yeah.
You helped inspire me to get out here, and now, coincidence of coincidences, we've ended in the same place once again.
Suppose so. Well, maybe we should go back and check in with Ilandir.
Sure. So I'll be, despite the fact that I eliminated my need to sleep recently, I should go to sleep anyway, so I can join you with whatever these masks do.
I mean, maybe tonight. We've got other things on the docket today. If you'd like.
Got it.
Just wanted to get that knocked out in case we get distracted.
Sure.
And it was nice catching up.
You as well. And he'll hold the door open for you, I guess.
Yeah, Rizzie is still probably a little nervous. Like, this is don't like seeing people from,
The before times.
Yeah, just people who might know who she is or might be. It doesn't, she still in the back of her mind might be a little suspicious, but.
Oh, well,
You seem genuine, but.
I don't think they pick up on that really. Maybe a little bit, but they just assume I think you're in awe of being in the presence of nobility again or something, because they're fucking stupid as hell.
Sure. Yeah. That's But yeah, Rizzie walks back downstairs. Probably is a little bit peckish and probably takes a swig from an ink bottle before heading downstairs.
Okay. Ilandir, is there anything that you would like to do during your downtime?
Not particularly. I had some good soup. Just
Yeah.
No thoughts, just vibes.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I think she would have picked up that Rizzie was a little uncomfortable with the new company. So at some point she would like to separate Rizzie and just check in and see if everything's good.
Aw, that's so wholesome.
Because you know how it is where you run into somebody, it's like, hey,
Yeah,
really
how
not.
you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you go to Rizzie's room?
I think I'm gonna wait for a more opportune moment, especially since they went up together right now, so it seems like everything might be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Rizzie's probably coming back down like, oh, just everything, like doing the kind of, customer service smile. I think everything's okay. How are things over here? I wonder.
It's good soup.
It is? Yeah.
I imagine it is. I went ahead and gave Tashi my mask, so we might want to go grab another one from Wizard Owl.
Okay, yeah. We can swing by. It's on the way, so.
Yep. And I was going to go by the. We can go by later. The postmaster. No worries. Just have this bread. It's not going to get moldy for like a little while.
Yeah, it is very dry. It has very little water content.
I imagine it would take it quite a while to decrease in palatability from where it is now.
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay. So let me move you back to the town map. Okay, and you all exit the tavern. And where are you heading to first?
Do we want to go by Wizard Owl, see if anything new has popped up, and go ahead and get another mask? Or...
Yeah, it would probably be a good idea to check on him anyway after the book fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see how he's feeling. And introduce Tashi, too, to the foremost arcanist in the Tri-County area.
Yeah, okay. So let me move you to the magic shop. Okay, and let me move Pistachio's icon. Oh, that's big. How do I shrinkify it? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But I guess that's what we're doing.
Pistachio become huge.
Mm-hmm. Just like Germa.
Just like Germa.
Okay. So let me give you control.
They're fairly tall, by the way. They're 5'11".
Yeah, I figured that he was either like really, really short or pretty lanky, like no in between.
I tend to go extreme. It's fun that way.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so
5'11"
you should
isn't
be
that extreme.
yeah, so you should be able to control your characters now. I'll close the turn order.
If Rizzie's 5'8", then this entire time this dynamic's been wrong because I'm an inch shorter than that.
Aw.
Well,
The entire time I thought Rizzie was small.
Rizzie's energy is small.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rizzie probably kind of slouches when she walks a little bit. So.
And you see George is kind of sitting on the counter as usual, and he's kind of tinkering with the rubber ducks.
Oh yeah, what do the rubber ducks do?
Never sink.
Yeah, they are pretty much little tiny flotation devices.
I think Pistachio starts looking at everything.
Okay, and you go in, the bell rings, and you see the door in the back open, and Wizard Owl steps through. Oh, look, it's my favorite new customers. Anything I can help you with?
Well, I just wanted to grab a new sleep mask. We have a friend here, Pistachio, Al,
Oh.
and
Pleased to make your
George.
acquaintance. And George kind of
Hello,
just
my name is
nervously
Pistachio.
waves. Al eagerly takes your hand and gives you a handshake. He is a very old elven wizard. Moon elf, so he's kind of bluish. And he has these long feathered eyebrows. And his face is starting to age to look a little bit more fey than humanoid, and there's some wrinkles, but they look graceful on him.
Well, how are you feeling, Al?
He nods and he says, bit of rest. Managed to fix whatever that was last night. I feel like I have a bit of a hangover, but I've dealt with worse.
Well, that's good. We just met with the mayor and the captain of the town guard to try to get a plan to maybe get a better handle on this infestation. So, fingers crossed.
Ah, yes, fingers crossed indeed. Have you learned anything new about whatever this is that's going on?
I'm not ill and dear. Has the Moon Mommy given you any insights?
I kind of blink because it wouldn't have occurred to me to ask. um, I not particularly.
Um, yes, as far as we know, there aren't any other towns along the coast that have been affected, but
Hmm.
we're reaching out to find out more and maybe get some additional arcanists or
Well,
reinforcements.
that is a good sign, at least. That this doesn't seem
Yeah,
to be
that's.
spreading beyond Brynecliff.
But then comes the bad news.
Of course.
The entire town had a trance effect happen today.
Hmm.
Everyone
Trance
except
effect.
for Rizzie and Tashi that we can confirm took several
Tosh.
steps towards the ocean. It took several steps towards the ocean in unison. Just
Hmm.
dropped what they were doing and then promptly forgot that they had done that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
just
I haven't heard of that kind of thing happening. Um, but I don't like it. That much I do know. Sorry that I couldn't be more helpful about this kind of thing.
Mhm.
well, it's also we noticed in the tavern we barred the tavern door over at the Rusted Eyes, uh,
Hmm.
and we noticed that they sort of swarm up the creatures coming in from the astral sea. They keep coming. They just get a little rowdier and hungrier if we keep them down there for a few days. So just we'll do our best to be vigilant about clearing, working with the town guard to keep them cleared out of places.
Yes, that's good to know. I mean, it does make sense that they would become more aggressive if, locked up or otherwise unable to feed or do much of anything, and that their numbers would add up over time. I
Do you,
can't say that surprises me too much.
do you think it might be worthwhile for us to try to capture one alive? I mean, I could try to,
I
we
mean,
could try to.
if you can, I'll compensate you for that pretty well. But if you can't, don't stress it too much. I am curious to see one and see what's up. But beyond that, just do what you feel is right.
Rizzie probably has an entire garment that she changed out of that's covered in like ectoplasmic goo or whatever from
Yeah,
one of these creatures.
yeah, you were
Could
covered in it.
Yeah, could Rizzy like try to do an herbalism kit or something to try to like gather like a sufficient sample to hand over to
Yeah, you could do that. Use your dexterity.
kiddos?
Oh, Jeremy, you're back.
Aw, kitty? The kitty!
She's
Hello! Hi!
Meowsers.
Yeah, Coco has decided to spend her post dumpling time at the other end of the bed outside of the frame. So, and she's looking at me like, human, where did the dumplings go? I ate them. I ate them and didn't share any with you because you
none
were rude.
for
And you have a
none for
tiny,
Coco.
sensitive belly. Actually, her belly's not sensitive. She can like eat curry. She eats literally everything. It's kind of impressive.
So talented.
Yeah, her talent is eating things without getting sick. Okay, 19, and yeah, you can guidance yourself. Um, yeah, so dirty 20. Yeah, you managed to scoop up some of the ectoplasm. I mean, there's enough on you that it's not particularly hard, but you're able to fill like a proper flask. Like you're able to get probably 2 ounces of it.
Yeah, and specifically, the boss flumph is what Rizzy was looking
Yeah,
for because that's the new creature. We
yeah.
found like a bigger
I'll say
flumph.
that you can choose with the dirty 20. You can do 2 vials, one for each type of flump goo if you really wanted to.
Oh sure, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I tried to get as much ocular fluid or whatnot as I could. But yeah, we found a bigger, angrier, hungrier flumph. I don't know if you've heard of such a thing, but
I can't say that I. You said it was a flumph, but bigger.
Yeah. It
Did it have any
It-
sort of a brain on it that you could see? And he's kind of just scratching his forehead.
yeah, we
It
didn't
had a mouth that went almost all the way around. It was
Yeah.
way too big. And
could
extra eyes? Am I right on that? I mostly fought the
Yeah.
swarms.
yeah. Could I try to roll an Arcana check or something?
Sure, yeah.
18.
Yeah, you have never heard of a flumph type creature becoming bigger. You can tell that it's some sort of aberration, but beyond that, you don't really know much. This is not something that you ever came across in your reading.
It was a floaty boy like a flumph, right?
No, it was flap, flap,
Oh.
flap.
Oh,
It seemed to be almost bogged down by its own weight.
Okay. So yeah, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't. It was a different kind of aberration.
A
but
flumph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
We'll try to-
flumph.
We'll try to capture one or something like that if we can.
I would appreciate it. Again, if you can't get your hands on one, don't worry too much. But like I said, I would appreciate it if you are able to. Just so that way I can do a bit of investigation, is all.
We'll make sure that if we put our hands on it, we're wearing gloves, and Rizzie holds up the gloves she has in her herbalism kit. So, yeah. How much is the is the Bed Bath & Beyond stuff like in the Dream Mart thing here?
No, the Dream Art stuff, I don't know if I have that written down, but it's, actually, I think I have it saved somewhere in the in-game info, or the lore and info. Dream Mart, maps, about the setting. Oh, I think it's in the character sheets thing, because I gave you a list of items that you might have bought.
Yeah. Because just in case Pistachio wants to get, I can go ahead.
Yeah,
however
but the
much-
items are pretty much like practical housewares. So you have things like self-knitting needles, self-warming cups, teacups, shatterproof cups, self-sweeping brooms, self-heating kettles, things of that nature. There's a broom sweeping itself in the corner. There's pillows that never go flat, ever-dry towels.
I mean, Everdry towels came in handy.
Yeah,
Tashi,
today you did encounter several of those.
How much for one of the towels?
Oh, those are one of my best sellers. They go for 5 gold each for one of the smaller ones, or 7 for a larger one.
Okay. I can grab a large one. I mean, Tashi, is there anything you want?
Well, a self-heating kettle might be nice. Get some lovely tea anytime.
I was having the same thought. That and a pair of, pair of glasses.
But yeah, you can see that there's a pretty good variety of mugs, all in a pretty simple rustic style, but in a decent variety of colors. There's like a slate blue, a mulberry, a sage, and then like a plain terracotta.
Ooh.
And then there's like a more porcelain glazed one that looks like it's a little bit fancier. And they're all each like in little clusters labeled self-heating or shatterproof or self-repairing, self-stirring, but they each only have one of these basic enchantments on them. You see that there's all sorts of blankets, and they're labeled as tug-proof, presumably for people who share a bed with somebody who may try to hog the blankets.
Well, once again, I do not sleep, so this is a
Yeah.
I'm actually interested in getting the self-heating kettle and a pair of the shatterproof mugs.
Okay, okay. The kettle will go for it will go for 10 gold because it can make the water all the way up to boiling.
Fantastic. Okay, so I will pick up the kettle.
Yeah, and it takes only 1
Definitely.
minute to go from regular water to boiling water.
Beautiful. And then the shatterproof mugs.
Those are 3 gold apiece.
Cool. So I will also spend 6 for that. And I'll get terracotta and sage if it matters.
Okay, it does not, but you can add that into your inventory for flavor.
And in terms of the masks, like, Wizard Al has to make one of those, right? Or
Yeah, he would need to make an extra, but he says that, oh, I've been working on making some more of them. Check in at the end of the day. I should have one more prototype that's up and ready.
okay, could I go ahead and put down the money for it?
Certainly, yes, I can get it on reserve for you. Absolutely.
Just in case we're by late, and or something. But how much was it?
These are 20 gold.
Okay, go ahead and snatch that up.
Okay.
Rizzie glances over at Tashi and is like, I'm assuming. I I remember from our date that I might have had to. You might have thrown all your money in that wishing well. Just figured probably should go ahead and pay for it.
Okay.
Oh well,
yeah.
I've gathered more since then. I'm happy to contribute to the group.
Oh,
Yes.
no worries.
I appreciate your patronage. Is there anything else I can get you today? There's heated blankets. There's what else have I got here? I have more of those air fresheners. I have a bag of bags.
Bag of bags. How much is that?
Oh, that one is 20 gold.
Tashi, you might want to get one of those. We need to usually have some sort of, I have a bag of holding. Illander has a bag of bags, I believe. And when we visit the dream plane, when we go to Sleepy Times, we need to have our items in a sealed container, like a magical bag, to ensure we have them.
I see. Well, how much would that be then?
Is it 20, right?
Yeah, 20.
Oh, wonderful.
Do you need me to spot?
No, I'm all right. I've got it covered. There we go.
Okay. Cool.
Done. Purchased.
And let's see. I think we grabbed. Let me check. I thought we grabbed a spell scroll.
I mean, I really debated one, but I ended up not getting it.
Don't have it on my sheet, so I'm guessing I probably didn't. You can just get it next time, I guess. To give to.
If it's still there, it is a market.
Mm-hmm.
True.
While this is going on, I think I'm going to slip away from the group because I want to go back to the little pavilion table where we were asked to keep an eye out for thieves.
Okay. Yeah, you could certainly do that.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna break away.
Okay.
Is everything okay, Illander?
Oh, everything's fine. I just wanted to go check on something real.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you go over, and Emmeline is still there, and
Mm-hmm.
she's busy, fussing with her various items and organizing them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello. Any news on the missing items?
Not at this time. Actually, I was swinging back by to see if you still had that hair clip.
Oh, yes, I do. I haven't made too many sales today. Just a few random items of silverware is all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like to purchase the hair clip we discussed.
Oh, yes. I believe I said 7 gold.
Perfect.
And would you like me to wrap that for you, or
If you could, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, certainly. And she pulls out a bit of like just some brown tissue paper and wraps it up
Mm-hmm.
gently and ties with a little bit of twine, and she hands it over.
Thank you very much. And with that, I just wanted to
Okay.
pick this up.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna like ask her any questions or whatever. Okay.
I don't have any follow-ups at the moment, not unless I can like perception check and pick up, see if I can pick something up, but
I mean, you can.
mostly, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's see what my perception is, because like anything based on intelligence is like an auto failure. So let's just
Yeah. I know the feel.
Okay, and then that is perception is a +3 for me, and wisdom is one of my proficiency.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That works out to, I believe, a +8 on the roll.
Nice. Yeah, so she seems completely genuine.
Mm-hmm.
She seems concerned about her lack of sales and the economy being in shambles. But she seems grateful for your patronage. She is just a kind, aging human lady.
Yeah, I think the next time we pass through this area, I'm gonna try to get an idea on the flow of traffic through the town, see if I can see a suspicious figure or something.
Yeah.
I'm really at a
Yeah.
loss when it comes to
And as you
investigations.
go out, you hear that the musician is up and playing, and it's like more of a set of chimes that's playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
like with the wind, kind of like hitting them. It's nice. It's different, and it just kind of rings out through the town, in between the cawing of seabirds.
Fantastic.
Otherwise,
with that, I'm just
yeah, it
yeah.
seems like just another foggy, overcast day in Brynecliff.
Well, I'm going to try to think on it some more and meet back up with the others.
Okay. You can certainly do that. Okay. Anything else that the rest of you would like to do? Or would like to pick up?
I mean, just Rizzie's probably just going over some of the magic items with Tashi. Do we want to see the Wizard Owl's big the portal room? Just because, just to show Pistachio like what we've been noticing, like precipitating the arrival of these creatures. That there's this one-way portal that appears, that has been appearing all around town. So if Al wants to sort of, explain the history of this portal or whatever.
Yeah, he can definitely do that.
The grand tour, if you will.
Yeah, the grand tour. Yeah, so for a mere 3 silver, you can look into the beyond. And he stands behind this blue velvet curtain that's in this like little roped off corner with the sign says beyond with like 7 O's. And he just stands there like proudly gesturing.
Rizzie puts down 6 silver and says, I'd be happy to look at it with you, Tashi, if you'd like.
Well, certainly. Always excited to see new places.
Okay, cool.
Um,
And thank you.
is Wizard Al coming in with us, or?
I mean, do you want him to?
Um, sure, maybe to explain it, but like if Rizzie can like linger in there for a minute with Pistachio before heading back in.
Okay, yeah, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, and it's like a big purple portal, right? And it's one
Yeah,
way.
it's a big. You hand over the 3 silver, and he says, "Welcome to the beyond," and he pulls back the curtain, and you see this pretty like pretty big. Like it's about 8 feet off the ground from the top, and then about a foot off the bottom, and it's this swirling purple portal, much like the one in the picture, except moving. And it seems like almost imperceptibly thin, and it's about 2-3 feet wide.
I think Pistachio goes, whoa, and starts trying to walk into it.
Okay. You walk right into it, and it's like walking into a window or a mirror, and you hear
Ow.
ding, and it rings out almost like a tuning fork or somebody hitting a crystal glass with a fork.
That hurt.
Yes, it is not advised that you walk into it. You can certainly touch it all that you want, but it is ill-advised.
I thought I was going somewhere new. What's this?
This is the beyond.
It's just purple. Is that all there is?
Oh, but wait for it. This here is a portal to the astral plane, or so I believe.
I see. I mean, I've traveled not there specifically, but I've been other places.
Interesting. What kind of places have you been?
Well, I took a jaunt in the lands of the Fae.
Oh, did you? And
I
you
did.
came out? I see.
I did.
Huh, not everybody does. Bravo to you, my friend. And he kind of just looks at you, a little bit curious, a little bit wary. You can see that he definitely has some Fae ancestry, and probably has good reason to be a little wary right now.
No, yeah, for sure. Out of character, like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, like, that's a little sus.
Pistachio's too fucking stupid to know that, but
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, he's kind of a little weirded out. But he says, "Oh, excellent, excellent. So, what do you think of the beyond?"
I wish I could see more.
Oh, but here's the thing: with the sleep masks of lucid dreaming, you can.
Ah,
Yes, I mean it won't bring you immediately to the other side, but you'll be able to see the plane of existence beyond what lies in the beyond. Beyond the beyond, if you will.
how exciting.
I know. I, quite frankly, am thrilled that I have been able to successfully finally finish these sleep masks in more than just a simple prototype. Because for a while it was looking like I was only going to be able to make 1 or 2 of these. I had tested one out for myself, but wasn't quite able to replicate the magic for some time.
Pistachio will turn to Rizzie and be like, so these are they're one way and they're coming through to this side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know who or what is sending them, but they seem to be behaving in a very specifically predatory way. Regardless of these creatures' normal behaviors, they all seem to have, and like Rizzie holds up the drawing of the flumph with 1 red eye and 1 green eye. It seems to be the calling card of whatever power is responsible for this.
Is it safe for this one to just be open in your shop?
we don't. I mean, feel free to weigh in, Al, but I don't think we know a way to shut them off, so to speak.
Not yet. I believe that they can be turned off, so to speak, if you find their location on the other side, and we have not had such luck yet, unfortunately.
Well, fingers crossed. We'll find something here soon.
Indeed, indeed. Hopefully we will have a little bit more luck in the next few days.
Wizard Al, if you wouldn't mind, I just want to speak to my colleague here.
Oh,
briefly.
certainly, certainly. I just was here to answer any questions that you may have. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be helping my apprentice with any of his tinkering. And he steps away and goes back to where George is.
Rizzie, kind of, like pinches her nose. And... Tashi, I'm sorry, I should just ask it up front. Are you... You're not working with the Regnus Helgen Trust, are you, by chance?
I'm afraid I don't know what that means.
I mean, you have to answer. I thought that's the rule, right? It's like you're an undercover cop. You have to answer if you are. You do.
Rizzie, I'm simply out here trying to figure out what there is out of life. There was nothing for me where I came from. And the only people I work with are my new Fae patrons, but is that who you mean?
Never mind. It's just I don't know if you remember any of the stuff we discussed of members of my family maybe being part of a certain organization that is prominent in the north but spreading its way southward, and
I've not aligned myself with any organizations on this plane. That would just stifle me more. I'm here to be free.
Okay. That's... Look, we'll talk about it later, but you seem different, but I don't think you're... I'm just happy you're here. Okay,
Aw.
surprised that you're here, and I'm sorry for accusing you of, being part of some sort of scheme to... Look, let's just get back to Ilandir. Is that okay with you?
Of course. And it's no worries. I understand how the hand of fate can sometimes seem menacing rather than fortuitous.
Rizzie's like I'm sorry, I didn't know if I'd ever get a chance to say this, but when you didn't write me back those 6 months before I moved out here, I know it's not your fault or anything, but I just... it might have broken my heart a little bit.
Mhm.
Just wanted to clear the air. And it's
goodness.
okay. It's... I understand with your family situation and everything. I just... As somebody else who also has kind of a fucked up family, you know, it is what it is, but seeing you here just kind of brings back some of those feelings, and I'm kind of dealing with it, so. But if you do want to talk at all, you know where I'm staying. And Rizzie kind of reaches for like a sort of a clumsy hug.
Oh sure, yeah. He's happy to hug her. He's a little baffled because he didn't realize it was that serious, but
I mean,
Let's see, does Wizard Owl notice this? Yes, but he pays it no mind.
I'm kind of hated you for a hot minute, but I'm over it. I think I maybe.
perhaps my continued presence here is not the best option then.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to see a friendly face, especially with everything going on, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Ilandir and Maladev are trying to get me to be a little more present and open about how I'm feeling about things.
I see. No, it's quite all right. I simply didn't realize that it was that serious a matter. I did not receive them. I was away, obviously, on the Fey Plains, but
It's fine. It's just Anywho, I think we've got work to do. So, and she is probably blowing her nose into a handkerchief. And
Aww.
good to see you.
and you.
I'd give you a piece of the dick bread, but saving that for the Raven's Master. I hope you understand.
Oh, that's all right.
Were you even aware of the dick bread's existence?
No, not especially.
Okay, so
We
you
made
just
a passing comment about the
Okay.
lobster roll, but not
Okay,
dick bread.
not dick bread. No, you just called it the lobster roll. Yeah.
They're taking it in stride. They're like, another commoner thing I know nothing about. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes, the commoners and their phallic breads.
You know, like
Seems
like
normal.
talking
Yeah.
straight dick. It's just slang. It's,
Yeah. Yeah, or apparently in the UK they have a canned bread called spotted dick.
yeah,
I bet it's
exactly.
pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. Yeah, it has like currants in it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd smash.
Raisins, maybe? Anyway.
Yeah. Apparently in the
Anyway,
UK, currants are raisins.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I could be
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah.
but I think so.
Oh gosh.
They'll hold open the curtain for
Okay.
Rizzie to go through.
Okay, so you finish your little 7 minutes in heaven. Okay.
I mean,
So Elindir comes back to this, right? So I come back and Tashi looks a little frazzled and Rizzie looks like they've been nearly crying.
Awkward.
maybe a little bit. Hey, did you get the hair clip?
The what?
The comb thing.
Oh no, I didn't go and check for that. Hold on. I'm rolling for it if you want to oppose, but I'm denying. No.
Oh no.
I mean, I can roll like an insight.
Yeah, you
against
can. We can do competing insight versus.
Okay, I add a 1 to it, so it's
Yeah.
you know I did. I'm flustered. There's like it's half hanging out of my bag. The twine
Yeah.
package that it didn't shove in all the way. Like I clearly did, but I'm saying no.
Well, no, that, it's good to save up. Do we want to swing by the general store just to ask? It sounds like they might have had some stuff missing. Was it fabrics that might have gotten snatched?
I lean over to Rizzie and I'm like, what? Hair clip?
I'm locked eye contact with Tashi right now because Rizzie was crying and I don't know why.
And you're like, what did you do to my new friend?
Yeah, literally. I'm not going to push it in this setting, but
Rizzie sort of gives a sidelong glance to Lindir and like mouths like it's fine. Just
is it fine, or are you just saying it's fine?
We were just reminiscing about Mishael back when I lived there for a number of years. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, so it was a mirror, a handful of spoons, in a brooch that got grabbed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, things from the edge of the table.
Yeah.
And our main lead is the general store nearby that might have had something stolen as well, right?
Yeah, there wasn't anything to give any hint at the table.
Okay. Do we want to swing by there and then maybe head over to the factory, or?
It depends on when our time commitment is for the factory. I don't know if we should be heading over there sooner or later.
Yeah, we can probably. Might. Is there anything like Tashi? Do you want to send a letter to anybody or anything like that? We could go by the post office.
The only person I'd care to write, I don't think, at this moment, is ready to hear from me.
Okay. Well, I can go swing by the post office if you two want to go over to the factory real quick, and then I can join you. I just want to drop something off.
Sure you do.
Is the factory our next adventure?
Yeah, we're organized with the town guards to handle some aggressive teddy bears. So
yeah. Teddy bears came to life, attacked the factory workers, and the factory's now boarded up and surrounded by the city watch.
Well, that's no good. Let's go then.
I will say that you know that the factory has been closed for some reason, but I'm going to say that since you're a bit oblivious and stuck in your own thoughts, you would not know why.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sounds fair.
For, like, the party, or?
No, that would be just for Pistachio, or Tashi, as you are calling them. Which, it's stuck. Congratulations, you now have a nickname.
Yeah, anytime a character has like a 4 or 5, 6 syllable name or whatever.
That's just a little much.
Anytime they have like a Welsh name that's just 32 syllables,
Yeah.
I honestly thought Elindir was going to get one, so, to be fair.
What, Illy?
Yeah, Illy?
Yeah.
Something.
I had a friend in high school named Illy.
Lindy?
Lindy? Oh, don't like that. It's a good name, but not for Illindir.
Yeah.
Something just deer. I don't know.
Yeah, just an ancestor who ran on a very particular platform for a very particular political office at a very volatile time, or could have, Didn't like Philip Roth write a book about that? Lindbergh ran for president. Anyway, sorry.
You are a wealth of knowledge that I did not know I was missing.
Yeah,
I'm always shocked by how much they know about things.
Yeah.
I think that's
you should go on Jeopardy. You'd be good on Jeopardy.
Yeah. I think the Man in the High Castle starts from that perspective. What if Lindbergh would have beaten FDR in 1940 and the U.S. would have allied?
I've never actually read the story.
Yeah, that it's. I've only watched
I've
watched a little bit of the show.
Yeah, I've watched bits and pieces.
Yeah. And the Plot Against America. That's the book that's about that. That's kind of sort of a spiritual prequel to the man in the high castle, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so what are you going to do next?
Well, Rizzie might split up and go visit Corwin. Check
Okay.
in.
You certainly can do that.
The rest of us, I think, are heading over to the factory.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Me and the character who doesn't like me. Oh,
Okay.
the Roomba's
so-
here.
Oh, hello, Roomba. That's so cool that you have a pet. You have a pet robot.
Our cat's name is Puppy, and our Roomba's name is Kitty. It makes sense. It just works.
It does. Like, you know what? I get it. I get it.
Anyways, onward to the factory.
Onward. Yes. Indeed. Okay. So, you go over to the factory and you see Killian and his guards doing some guard shit. Guarding.
Fantastic.
Hey,
I'll-
long time no see.
Long time. Not like I didn't see you this morning. Have you had a chance to see if any of the schematics lend itself to a different approach?
Miriam here was able to check in with the main office, and she confirmed that, yeah, there should be a trapdoor up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, then we sent Clark up there, and after a whole lot of whining, Clark, yeah, he confirmed that, yeah, there is a trapdoor up there, and it seems to be opened easy enough.
All right, that sounds like the safest way of handling this without opening up the box in a way that they'll escape.
Yeah, true.
Our friend will be a few minutes before they meet up with us, and then we should be ready to go on this.
Okay. So, let's cut over to, Rizzie and Corwin. So you go into the Raven's Tower, and you see that he is there, petting the large, slightly iridescent raven. Oh. And he hiccups awkwardly as he takes a sip from a glass of water. And he seems to be almost too engrossed in whatever he's reading while scritching his burb's little neck to notice you come in. Oh, wait, didn't you set up the door so that way when you open it, it makes noise?
Mm-hmm. It says like a little welcome to whatever the postmaster.
Yeah,
will
the
be with
Raven's
you in a
Tower.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raven's
Okay.
Tower.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's you. Hi. I wasn't expecting you to be back quite so soon. And he kind of chuckles nervously.
I was just in the neighborhood. Hey, how are things over here?
I don't know, business as usual, I guess. I mean, we have the letters coming in, letters going out. You know, the usual.
Well, I just well, I was I'm glad to hear everything's going okay. I wanted you to bring you this bread from the bakery in town.
Oh, how thoughtful.
Yeah,
He
I saw you.
smiles. Yeah, I like bread.
Yeah, I saw you going around town doing your morning rounds, and I was just like, you might be able to pack
How thoughtful. Yeah, I usually try and, eat a little bit before, and I don't think that I've remembered to eat since I came back from my morning rounds. You know how it can be. You get just caught in your studies and catching up on everything.
Oh, I know. I sometimes I just realize I'm a little bit peckish, and I'm a little bit,
Oh,
you know,
and do you hand him the lobster-shaped bread?
the phallic bread for
Okay, let's
sure.
see if he recognizes it as a lobster. He does not. Does he recognize it as a dick? Absolutely. Oh, it's. Oh! And he's blushing, his ears are turning purple.
I,
It's certainly bread. Um, yeah,
yeah,
thank you. He's just like so flustered. He doesn't know what to say.
I think Olga tried to make a crustacean of some sort.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I kind of see it.
I mean, your bird might also like. I don't know if it's healthy for your particular
Oh,
bird bread, but
she eats just about anything.
mm, oh, that's good. By the way, I came across a purveyor in town, kind of a little bit hush hush, not not part of a market per se. I don't think guild affiliated, but they had some interesting spell scrolls I haven't seen before. They're a little bit, what's the term, like scatological in nature. A couple of them, a little bit off the beaten path, but I could probably snag one or two if you'd like,
Um,
just to
I would appreciate whatever you have.
Okay.
Yeah, I just let me know how much it is, and I can get reimburse you.
Oh, it's no worries. I just I can just I already have other irons in the fire with him, so I can try to grab one or two
Oh,
next time.
where was this? Was this at the Bed Bath and Beyond?
No. It's somebody else in town trying to keep it a little hush hush because they're working with the dock workers to help them organize. I think so. They're
I need you to make a deception check.
yeah. Let's see.
Can I roll this die for his insight? Yeah, he says, "Oh, good for them." He kind of, yeah.
Yeah, we've just between you and me, we've got a meeting room in the local temple where just to make sure there aren't any prying eyes or ears from
Oh,
management to try to
uh,
interfere.
well, I hope that my ravens don't try to unionize. I mean,
Hmm?
they pretty much already are running the place, and I am at their beck and call. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Sasha? And he scritches the bird that's on his shoulder.
Well, I mean, if they. Sorry, I was just getting into. But yes, that hopefully the birds, those incredibly smart birds who recognize faces and understand the value of currency, don't. Anywho, I'm sorry to disturb you, but
Oh,
it's nice.
it's okay, and thank you for the snack. And he tears a piece and starts eating it. And yeah, that's bready.
Yeah.
Eh,
Um. By the way, I think they're doing like a karaoke night or something. It's a couple nights from now, maybe.
Oh, at
Like
the
out of
siren song. Yes, yes.
yeah. Um.
Yeah, they provide the accompaniment, and you can sing along to whatever.
hmm, Yeah. Oh, well, if you wanted to go, I was thinking about going there.
Oh, yeah. I I could go. I could go for some music at the tavern after work.
Yeah.
After I
Well,
run my evening rounds, about 6 or 7.
that I mean that would be nice if I can leave you a note if I get hung up or something. But otherwise, yeah, I'd be happy to see you there around 7.
Yes. 2 days from now, I think is when it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
um, and if I am able to get a sweet deal on one of those scrolls, I'll make sure to drop it by.
Oh, yeah. I'd appreciate that. Any scrolls you can find. And he holds up his spell book that really has just like a bunch of random scrolls and letters taped into it and glued in. It's very patchwork. It is an absolute mess of a spell book. And he says, "Yeah, I've been putting stuff together."
Yeah, I bet those students over at Songspire don't have anything on this book.
Well, you have to make do with what you've got. This reminds me of kind of like when I was in college, out of character. Like, I was the go-to person for finding copies of textbooks that nobody else could find. And I had a little bit of a racket running.
Yeah. Well,
Country
Rizzie's
wizards make do.
What?
Country wizards make do.
Yeah? Oh, no! Yeah!
Sorry.
I hate that I get that reference.
a corn cob as an arcane focus.
Oh,
sorry.
no. Oh, no.
It's the arcane tradition of radical centrism on Twitter, I guess,
I was going to say School of Cornomancy, but...
Yeah. The Archmage, like David Brooks or Nira Tandon or somebody. J.D. Vance before he became a necromancer. Anyway, necrovancer. Let's, or Rizzie's probably going to linger for a minute and then say, well, I'll talk to you later. And
yes. And he kind of manages to teleport right near the door. He says, it actually worked. You see that? It worked.
Yeah.
He as he reappears in the a pile of raven's feathers. You see? It's working.
Rizzie does a little clap, like not sarcastic,
but like a little golf clap.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
Thank you. I think I'm pretty good for mostly self-taught.
Rizzie reaches out her hand to sort of awkwardly kind of pat him, put her hand on his shoulder and say I think you're I believe you'll be a great wizard one day. You don't need that those academy fools won't know what's gonna hit them.
Yeah, I can take him. I can take on a lich at this point. And he kind of flexes his noodly wizard arm a little bit.
Rizzie looks a little bit concerned about the mention of the lich and says, "What is there a lich near?"
Oh, luckily no. I would be in very big trouble if there was.
Okay, well,
yeah, no. Closest thing we have is, I guess, Sheila over at the coffee house. If that coffee can't kill her, I don't know what can.
Oh yeah, Sheila. Well, anywho, I gotta get running. There's some business over at the factory, but nice to chat with you.
It's
And
good
she
catching
reaches
up.
in for a hug.
Yes, and he reciprocates. Yeah, and he says, "I look forward to our dance night or singing night or whatever it is. It'll be nice. I hope."
Yeah, I fingers crossed. And
yeah.
As she shuffles out, she kind of does her best not to look super concerned at the mention of a lich, and probably pull up her collar, against the wind. But,
make a performance check.
Okay. Do I get to add anything for my my leggings, or is that just persuasion?
That's just persuasion. This is to perform a stop it. In order to stop looking so concerned. Yeah, you look a little concerned. Not terribly concerned, but not unconcerned.
Yeah, and Rizzie's gonna make a beeline back to the factory.
Okay, so the group of you head over to the factory, and let me pull up that map. Nope, I have to copy.
I think I need to turn my light on. 1 second.
Yeah, you're looking very, very ominous.
Yeah, I'm glad I got this little ring light.
Yeah, I have a LED skull lamp right by my desk, and it pretty much is a ring light at this point. Oh, fuck! Drop my dice box. I will be right back.
Don't mind us. Technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. Oh, at least it was just my upper dice box,
Oh gosh.
which is the one that has all the d20s in it. That I was in the middle of using.
I hope Rizzie's not taking too many random detours to interrupt things, y'all.
No, it's okay. It's okay. There's a reason why I gave you each, like, different contacts in Brincliff that you could meet with and chat with and canonically officially already know.
Mm-hmm.
Got another d20 there, another d6 there. Oh, dice of the day, I see you hiding out. Don't want me to publicly shame you for almost killing my players with 2 fucking crits. Yeah, like that's the thing about being a DM. You want the dice to roll kind of shitty. Instead of just, oh, nat 20, oh, nat 20 again. Like, it's not good for you guys.
Well,
Oh, and then there's the d4. It should be all of them. Okay.
No, don't worry about it. I die, I'll just roll in my Kenku and we'll call it good.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're ready. Okay, so what would you like to do? As you approach the factory, like I said, you see Killian and his guards. They have confirmed that, yeah, there is... Oh. Sorry, roll 20 is being a butt. I'm lagging pretty bad.
yeah. I have to refresh as well.
Yeah. But yeah, whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah, that there's a trapdoor up top, and they agree that it would probably be the easiest way to get in, to not let the bears out, instead of risking them all swarming the doors and some of them escaping.
Fantastic. I guess I'm able to pull the boots of walking out of the bag, right?
Yeah, you're able to.
Okay, I do want to get set up with the boots of walking.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna need them if we're gonna get me
Okay.
up into
I'll say it
that
takes.
door.
I'll say it takes a minute to put them on. Like take off your current shoes, put them on. So yeah.
Yeah. Let me just. There's a specialty thing though, right? I have to 1d6 or they walk all over me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep, the boots. You go and try and put on the boots after you take off your current ones, and they just start walking all over you. And I'm going to need you to make a grapple check to try and grab them and yoink them off of you.
Oh boy, that's a straight.
Or I'll
strength
say that you
check
can do
for me,
sleight of
isn't
hand.
it?
Or you can do sleight of hand. Either one could work.
Okay, let me see here. If I do sleight of hand, I get a +2. We'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah. And can Tashi see this happening? Or?
Yes, you see clear as day that there are boots walking all over your cleric friend.
Indignant squealing, just trying to fight these boots off.
Footwear that hostile footwear. What a world.
This is what I get from buying them from that stupid market in.
Okay, so you just have one. You're able to get one boot off and hold it and shove it back into the bag, but the other one just keeps, like, walking in place on your head. It's not hurting, but it's kind of annoying.
Goddess, give me patience, for if you give me strength, I will beat something to death.
Well, isn't that what we'll have to do once we get in there anyway?
Depends on situation. The last fight, I mostly got beat up, so and it's still just.
Yep. and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Oof.
Unless you want to keep just trying to make dex checks.
No, I
Okay.
do. Why? Because I
Okay.
really need these boots on. Otherwise, I can't start this fight.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're able to take it off and shove it back in the bag, and you wait a minute, and then you put them back on. Roll another d6. Let's see if they still are going to walk all over you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You behave now.
The shoelaces droop a little bit in kind of like sassy resignation.
We need to come to an understanding here. Like, I know you're not the enemy. I'm not the enemy. I'm literally just sitting here.
The guards all just kind of look at you as you are arguing with these boots that not too long ago were stepping all over you.
Yeah.
And they don't really know what to say. They're just kind of like side-eyeing you like, the fuck?
I just let them.
Okay.
I don't have an
Fair.
argument. Just, I'm more focused on like trying to build a relationship with my shoes, I guess.
Yeah, fair.
Rizzie's probably heading back and do you think like she catches like the last end of this, like Ilandir, are you okay? You look like glancing over at Tashi like what
You're probably the only one here who isn't going to think I'm insane when I tell you that the shoes I picked up from the marketplace are... I need to be kind about this. It's not their fault, but I understand why they were at that marketplace.
They're hostile, apparently. They were treading upon her.
And you were just watching Tashi. Classic.
Why? What am I going to do about magic shoes?
Fair. I mean, I guess, I've seen you blast things. I don't know if that works on shoes, but
I'd rather
be worried
not.
throwing bolts of force at our comrade.
Okay, I'm suitably annoyed. Let's get this done.
Okay. So, how are you all going to get up there?
I am now going to walk up now that I have control of my shoe.
Okay, cool.
And maybe Ilandir have like we could have a rope tied to a piton, and the idea is as you're carrying it up, Rizzie is going to be climbing, like pretending to hold the rope and climb up like 10 feet behind you.
Okay.
Do her best to pretend like she can't just walk up the side of a wall.
Okay,
like
that is another performance check. I will say you have advantage because they would have no reason to expect otherwise.
How high up is it?
It's about 40 feet, I think we said.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't just misty step it.
Yeah, it's a little bit far for a misty step, just a bit.
Kind of Christopher Walken, like Weapon of Choice, Fatboy Slim music video. Let's see here.
Oh
Could
yeah.
Could I have guidanced myself beforehand, or like just...
If you want to, yeah, I'll say you can. Because guidance lasts us a whole minute.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Performance. Oops. 18.
Okay, 18. Yeah, you're able to pretty convincingly look like you are struggling to walk up, even though you are not struggling at all whatsoever.
And the rope is not secured; it's just being held by Ilandir.
Yeah, and Ilandir does not seem bogged down by your presence. I need more d4.
It's kind of like my Changeling Bard in an Icewind Dale game. I don't think that you were in that, where the whole time I was wearing this very suspicious wizard hat, so they thought I was wearing a hat of disguise rather than just a changeling.
That's funny.
Yeah, one of the players, I think, like we did a fun little PvP grapple so they could take my hat or like sleight of hand it, and I just looked the same.
That's funny.
I
That's
say,
solid.
should I climb up too then?
Sure. Yeah, we've got a rope secured. Do we need to nail in the piton or anything? Or?
You see that there is a place where one was previously hammered in, presumably by Killian's guards.
And not by us, for sure.
Oh, certainly not.
Okay.
And
what do I need to roll for that?
that would be athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Fingies crossed.
Would it be with advantage with the rope or?
Yeah, I'll say you have advantage. Okay, well, you have advantage.
Well, I rolled 14 with advantage.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you the factory.
Oh snap! It's actually on.
Yeah, it's animated.
What?
It is an animated factory. I put far too much time into making this map. And I have to adjust the minis. Yeah, this is gonna probably be laggy as hell, but it'll be fine. Let me just copy pasta in Pistachio.
Copy pasta.
Okay, I'm gonna close all of my extra tabs and windows.
I should be able to click drag myself. Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Let me see.
I don't have a nameplate when I do it myself, unfortunately. Looks like.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. I have to go into like the town square or something. Laggy. I might have to unanimate it, unfortunately. You see the cool animated map, but I may not be able to keep it as such, for myself at least. Oh. Okay. So, you are all at the very top of the building now. Are you going to ask the guards to follow, or are you going to ask them to keep watch outside and make sure that if any escape, they don't get far?
Keep watch, y'all think?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards keep watch.
Acceptable.
Okay, okay.
Now, to be honest, my plan is to try to get these things to group up in a location, and I'm just gonna moonbeam swath through them.
Okay.
So
that works.
Let's see here. I could switch to a flamethrower, but I'll need to get in close. I'm not opposed to getting in, like if we're rappelling down. I'm not entirely against that. We probably will need to get in up close at some point.
I'm curious if we can get them to swarm, though, at a location. Since we're up above, maybe we can get them to gather underneath the trapdoor.
So, are you saying that someone causes a distraction? And
not so much a distraction, just draws their attention.
A diversion, maybe? Is that a better word for it?
No, because I want them to come to us. A diversion, I think, means away from.
I don't know my D words that well. Like Rizzie's like, well, I can just walk. What I could, I could walk down the wall towards them, get them to come towards me, walk up to like out of their reach to safety, and try to get them to,
Yeah, just sort of bait them in, because I don't like how many there are. I'm concerned about us just going in for a straight fight.
watching them here, would Rizzie be able to tell, like, are they behaving kind of like ghouls or like other creatures that are kind of operating on like lizard brains rather than
Make a investigation check.
Okay. 23?
Okay.
Ooh.
You notice that they are operating more in an animal-like way. They are mostly fighting each other over the reams of fabric, and it looks like some of them have been trying to eat the fabric somewhat successfully. The other ones are just going about. Some of them are roughhousing. They're pretty much acting like baby bears.
Well, yeah, I can walk down if you two want to be up there. If I need your help, Ilindir, say one of them grabs me, you can always run down and get me, and of course.
Yeah, I kind of tap the toe of one of the boots. I'm like, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
And Tashi, I'm guessing you'll want to be at range. It seems to be your specialty. D, you're muted.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was going to say, if you need me in there, I do have I have my close range capabilities as well. I could probably convince them to play nice for a moment.
Well, do you need to be at close range to do that, or?
Oh, relatively. Perhaps not directly in their face, but.
Would we know these things count as constructs, or like...
Make a nature or arcana check. Your choice.
Okey-dokes. I am better at arcana.
Yeah,
Ugh.
of course you would be.
11.
Ooh.
Maybe. Might need to look at
And I rolled worse, so I don't know.
Yeah, so with an 11, you figure constructs often are inanimate objects that are brought to life, and this would solidly fit that definition based on things like animated suits of armor or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Perhaps I can't then. I don't know.
Well, we can take a closer look to see if they're connected in somehow. They don't have, like, red and green eyes or anything, right?
Not that you can see. They look like they're just little teddy bears with little buttons for eyes.
Okay. So Rizzie can get out her shield. She'll go ahead and use a slot to create her flamethrower.
Okay.
And she's going to start walking the dinosaur down this wall as soon as the party is ready.
Let me summon the fire for you. And give you control of that. It is Toasty Thaumaturgy. And it's a 15-foot cone. Okay. I'll give you two options. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to reload the page because the really cool animations are just making everything so slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as far as the plan goes, rather, maybe like, so Ilindir rather than
That's a lot
Ilindir
better.
frontlining, maybe we'll start with Rizzie and Ilindir. Like, do you want to be like halfway between, like, down the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to stay in a position where if you get in trouble, I can get there fast.
Okay.
So
We could put a piton at
it's
the top.
just I'm going to be moving around Moonbeam for a bit. Just
Yeah, that'll take your concentration and but do we want to have a piton and a rope down? Because the bears don't seem like they're going to be able to climb that rope. If it was a tree, that would be one thing, but
yeah, we can set that up, especially since it seems like Tashi would need it.
That's very weird. Why is this not working?
one thing with my investigation.
I'm going to refresh the page fully instead of just reloading.
Yeah. And Jackie, if that's something that falls in, I can re-roll my investigation or anything as well. But we didn't see any like scratch marks, any indications that these bears are expert climbers, have we?
Not at this point. No.
Okay. They might just have not ever had a reason to climb. Who knows?
Okay. Oh, now I have a bunch of little fire farts all over this place. Lovely. Yeah, they look like
I
little.
was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, I kept dragging them and they weren't showing up. Okay, let me give you editing permission. Okay, and his drawing. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to control that now. Okay, so what is your marching order as you descend?
I mean, realistically, I could sit up here and just blast.
Yeah,
'Cause
just take pot,
Eldritch Blast is a long
take pot,
range.
yeah, take pot shots at them.
Yeah.
Yes. Are we about 40 feet away from them up on the roof, or?
Yeah, you're 40 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah, I can shoot that far.
Yeah.
From
Technically, I don't even have to come in. I'm just coming in case Rizzie needs cover.
Yeah. And
Okay.
from the trap door, is there like a higher level walkway that descends?
Not a walkway, but there are pipes from the furnace.
Okay.
They do seem
And-
to be hot, though.
How far are the pipes? Like 30 feet up or so?
Yeah, about 30 feet up. They're about 30 feet.
Okay. And is there a ladder or anything, or do we can have a rope? And obviously, 2/3 of us can climb, but just in case, for some reason, if we all do need to get on the ground.
Yeah, it seems like there is there's no ladder.
Okay. Well, let's tie a rope in a piton and throw it down just in case. And Pistachio, if you need to join us, you can always hop down, maybe, and then Misty Step if you really need to. But
Sure,
we'll
yeah.
Hopefully, keep things contained, and we can try to get them all to do it nice and easy.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative then. If nobody's gonna have to even get close, I won't roll for the bears.
I'm going to tap Rizzie. Rizzie will get advantage on their initiative.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And where are you setting up your flamethrower?
My flamethrower is centered on myself, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be walking down the wall,
Okay.
trying to get within 10 feet of the nearest bear.
Okay.
Or bears.
And with a nat 20, you get an extra 10 feet of movement if you do so wish.
Cool. I mean, I'm staying up here, I think, but
Yeah, but it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like since we're almost at 6 o'clock, do you want to do this battle next session
sure.
and call it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got another game tonight, so
Okay. I know that feel. Back-to-back D&D. Always fun. But yeah, stretch. Oof. Don't know if you heard that pop, but it was a very satisfying little shoulder noise. But yeah, this was fun, and I'm excited for how this battle is going to go. It seems like you have some interesting strategies going on. Strategies that I was not expecting. So, yeah. Oh, and just letting you know, the conveyor belts and the overhead things have little hooks on them, the overhead things, that are moving, presumably what would have been teddy bears from one conveyor belt to another.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but everything is in motion in the direction that the animation shows. I can also add some arrows for next week, so that way if you have to pause the animation like I did, it's clear. So you can use that to like help speed things up, or if you want to travel using them. Or you can just hide on the roof and take pot shots. That's fine as well.
That's what I'm best at.
Yeah. I'm playing a warlock in my Sunday game, so I know the whole Eldritch Blast glass cannon feel.
That's what we do.
Yep.
I really need to get this boom arm fixed because it comes loose very easily.
Oh no.
Starts flopping around, but yeah. Does my new mic sound good? Sorry, I just
Yeah,
realized.
you sound good. The sound balances, I feel, a lot better on this one.
Yeah.
Because I was re-listening to last week's session because the notes I took were kind of shit. And I was like, wow, I have to rebalance the audio. But when I heard your mic this week, I was like, I don't have to rebalance the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sounds good.
Huzzah.
Yep. Okay, so I'm glad that those of you who are watching us live were able to join us today. And if you were not able to watch live, we are going to be putting this up on YouTube within a few days and releasing this also as a podcast on whatever podcast app floats your fancy, which is not the expression, but screw it. Language is fake. Everything is a social construct. Floats your fancy. So yeah, I'm Jackie. I am the DM. I use she or they, and you can find me on the Twitter on at Eldritch Teacup, and I also may occasionally be streaming myself playing the Star Wars MMO on Twitch every now and then. We'll see. We'll see how much I want to get into that time drain that is Knights of the Old Republic. But yeah. Okay. And thank you to our players who were able to make today, and thank you, Dylan, for finally being able to join us.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Sorry I have to keep looking back and forth.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And thank you for your cats also joining us. I appreciate their presence. Yes, double kitties. Always good.
So helpful.
Yeah. And I will see you all in your dreams. Bye.
Ah.